I'm not passionate about this.
No, and that's no, and
That's
there's
it, you start enjoying trolling. That's the passion she's talking about.
Okay.
and then like you, and then he gets triggered really easily.
And then, but you're
you're trolling, he's triggered, and you're going back and forth like Jekyll and Hyde. And then it's like you're not gonna back down because you see that you're triggering him. He's getting amped up and he starts getting sweaty. Then Brent comes in, and it becomes a whole show.
That's what they love.
So I can't trust you that it's gonna be fine because it's not gonna be fine.
No, we'll see how it pans out.
No,
I
I knew.
look at done at here from now as well.
I did because I knew when I saw yesterday. Was it 3-0 to Brighton?
Yeah.
I thought, well, damn.
Well, damn. Well, do you know what's mad? I think because I thought, oh, Yusuf's not in, so it'd be fine.
But Yusuf's on the way.
Damn.
We're about to react to this.
I hope you forgot something about him. Yes, go back. I was going on TikTok over there. A spray that one can use on one's natural hair, and it holds if you do a sewing.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean it's really really good, and it's like it can withstand or like it's due for like 3 washes.
No way.
Yeah.
So you're gonna try it?
Yup, you know me.
Let me know how it goes.
I'll let you know how it goes. I'm hoping that because the girl didn't even like. It was like straight just natural hair, kinky natural, proper kinky natural hair. And she just blow dried it, put the spray on, and it was just silky. I said, well, okay. And she said it's really good. It's like £25. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, give it a go and let me know.
Yeah. Start with the answer.
You ready?
Yes, please.
Are you right there? Are you okay? Yeah. Because you were whispering to yourself.
Oh no, I was reading.
Oh. Good morning, my darlings. Welcome. No. Happy Monday, the 15th of May. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home. Was everyone laughing? Oh, and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And you guys know, as always, you have amazing lit hosts, and we're just going to go ahead and introduce ourselves.
It's your boy Big Moss on the east side of the bridge. Good morning, people.
All right.
Hello, hi. It's your girl, Justine. Baddest in the scene. For all the lit queens. You know how I mean?
Okay. You better let them know. Bars,
Come
word
on.
for word.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch it up now. Every time I
it's
come,
sick.
I'm going to give you guys a different flow.
Keep them on the toes. I love
Keep you
it.
on your
Don't
toes.
confuse your enemies.
Baddest in the scene is cold, though.
Baddest in
Come
the scene
on.
is sick.
Brett,
I love
you
that.
didn't give me a
Period. I love that. I absolutely love that. Okay, it's my turn. What are you doing? What are we doing? Brent is really switching up.
It's the cap. It's the cap. You know, every time it goes to an empty seat, it throws me off. I find it so funny.
Yeah, but then I thought he was going to go back to the setting. You know what I mean? It's your favourite Shea Queen, my own royalty. Are you sick? Are you a sicko?
What did he say?
He's like, yeah. He's like, you did all of that and that's it. Don't start with me, your caramel top.
No, you're annoying because you literally said it suited him a minute
I
ago.
did. But he didn't pick up on the compliments. I thought, that's fine. I'm going to use that against you. Just watch.
And they call me E-Man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer, news analyst, melanin jam-packed.
That is right. How is everybody this lovely Monday morning?
Great, thanks.
Tired.
Definitely tired.
Is it me or you?
No, I'm tired too.
Oh, I thought you was shading me or something.
No.
Okay, everyone breathe. The energy in the room is a bit weird this morning. Everyone's on. I feel like everyone's just on edge.
Why? I walked to Jericho. So,
Oh, did you this morning? How many
No.
steps are you in? Man?
no, but basically, it kind of went
You done
wrong.
what, sorry?
He said too quick.
Walk to Jericho.
Huh?
walked to Jericho.
So I'm doing
what
that.
you saying?
The girls that get it.
Yeah, the girls don't.
No, but what are you saying?
I walked to Jericho.
You walked
To
Jericho.
Jericho.
to Jericho.
Yes.
Okay.
You said all right. All right.
I love
it.
I actually love you.
Listen.
No, literally. Well, I kind of had a mare. I got locked out of the gym for like 20 minutes.
What?
I know, it was so...
What do you mean you got locked out?
Because basically, I've got an off-peak membership here. Because
Okay.
obviously I go
yeah.
at stupid hours. So
Yeah.
it was cheaper. I thought, oh, this makes sense. So when I got there, it was fine, yeah. I got in and I started working out. And then you get that stupid noise that your headphones are about to die.
Oh, yes.
Whatever, on my headset. So I
Yeah.
thought, let me go to my car and get my AirPods. And then... But obviously, it hadn't hit the peak time yet. So
You're
I thought,
this
this
is
is
getting, yeah.
I left all my stuff, my phone, everything. I went to my car. My car was literally right outside the gym. I could
You
see
left your phone.
everything on the machine because I'm literally just running to get.
But next time, do you know you take risks?
I do. I'm not
You
gonna
stress me
lie.
out. I'll be honest,
I
you
know.
stress me
I left
out.
my phone.
Please?
Everything was there, right?
Please,
My
next time,
headset.
just leave your water bottle.
And then I was like, oh, let me just quickly go to my car and come back.
Yeah.
Did I get back in the gym?
That's so
I was stood there and I was just like, this is so embarrassing.
Yeah, it is embarrassing.
Like just standing there waiting, and there was no staff on.
Oh, wow. So
Because it's before 6 a.m.
how
I waited there for like 20 minutes and then there's like an emergency number. I couldn't even call, but there's like a button. And
What do you mean you left your phone?
the guy was being so lazy, like he didn't want to let me in. And I was like,
My stuff is up there.
I was like, just let me inside. Like I said, my stuff's inside. I said, otherwise I would have just
6
went
in the
home.
morning, Gina.
I would have went home. I'm just standing there like a lemon.
Your car keys upstairs as well.
No, they were in my hands. But the reason why I didn't want to go into my car is because he was like, oh, staff are gonna come at 6. So I didn't want to miss them.
Yeah.
So I waited around, but no one came. And
You know when you're late for your shift now, there's a report down because you were stuck outside.
No,
Now
but
Paul Sod is in trouble now.
So he finally actually let me in though. But I was like 20 minutes later. You know when all the vim was gone, I just thought,
Now I'm just walking. I'm going home now.
yeah.
How many steps have you done so far?
Like 6 something. Do you know how poor that is for me? At this time. I did 30 minutes on the Stairmaster though.
I saw your thing.
I got up
and
to
I'm
30.
very, very proud. And
I'm
I'm
so
so inspired by
proud.
that. I'm inspired by that. I'm going to get back on the Stairmaster.
Yeah, do
You
it.
inspire me. I'm going to get back on the Stairmaster.
You should.
So 30 minutes where you were defo, I could see, I said, I was tired on your
Oh,
behalf.
I was like, yeah. It wasn't,
And I
it
said,
wasn't fun.
oh, honey, but I'm going to start. So what number did you start? How many minutes did you start off with? Maybe you said
It's like
you're
10.
increasing it.
So
it's like
10, 12, 14. I'm not going to lie, I jumped from 20 to 30 though. But
You just on crack, but okay.
no, but it's because, remember, I've got 2 weeks left now. So last 2 weeks is crunch time.
Oh,
So
yeah. You can't play.
no, but I did start on 10 and then just increased it by 2 minutes until I got to like, and to be fair, when I did 20 yesterday, I knew I could have done 30 because when I got to 20, I was like, oh, this is
And
like,
you're doing it every day.
I think, do you know what I realized? It
Cheeks
depends.
more cheeks in.
It depends on how you feel.
Yeah.
Because one day I can go and it's easy, and then another day I can go and it's hard.
That's the thing,
It
yeah.
literally just depends on like how you're feeling.
I have moments for that as well. Like sometimes even like with the row, I haven't rowed in ages though. But sometimes I'll be on there like I'm just rowing like I'm trying to make it across to come from Rwanda to UK or something. Do you get what I mean? But then some days I'm just like, please, I don't have it in me.
Yeah, so just listen to your body. So yeah, but
I love that for you.
thanks,
Love it.
Marks. I seen you're back in the gym, getting in the gym.
Trying to think.
How's it
still.
going?
It was going well. Last week was
Not going.
not going.
Why? Busy.
Yeah, I just everything just happened and I couldn't make it.
For you.
Okay.
So you're back this week. That's what I'm hearing.
He said, "Well, go on.
Huh?
You're back this week. I need confidence though,
Yeah, like you need to.
and it's Monday. Put
That
it
means,
in
I should,
there.
that means I should go today.
Literally.
But I gotta go filthy. I'm not sure what time. And then today's one of them long days. I don't know if I can get it in. You know what?
Even if it's just 30
You
minutes.
just got. Huh?
Even if it's just 30 minutes.
Do you think?
Yeah, I always say that to myself. And then when I get there, I end up doing longer than 30 minutes. But 30 minutes is better than no minutes anyway. If I end up doing actual 30 minutes, that's 30 minutes of intense, and that's better than if I didn't go at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to make sure that the routine don't break and that.
Yeah,
just
go.
I should try and just run in there at some point today. Maybe if we can keep track of time.
You know what Gina?
Yes,
You know what Gina and I are on?
You know what we're on, so that ain't a problem.
It's all you, King.
Yeah.
Killy. It's all you.
For
Yeah,
us,
maybe I should actually. Yeah, you know what? Because I'm in the wrong frame of mind. I probably need to go in there today, innit?
Yeah, I think you should go. Because
Yeah.
what that's gonna happen is because last week was bad, you didn't get to go, and the way you're talking now, you're gonna have another week like that. That's why I'm
This
getting.
is
That's why I'm like, no, you need
And
to.
that's actually what happens. And then before you know it now,
You need
you're
to
in a funk.
leads
It's a
to
month.
another, innit?
Literally,
Yep.
it's gonna be a month because it's just getting there today. And
This
once
is
you
it.
get in there today, you'll be like, you know, it went that bad, even if it's 30 minutes, and then you'll pick up the routine and go from there.
All right, let's do it.
That's right.
Love that for us.
Listen, absolutely.
Emmanuel?
Fit team.
Yeah, I'm going gym.
You're not in trouble.
You know what I mean? How's it going?
Yeah, I can't complain. Yeah.
Love that for you.
Thank
Brent?
you.
Yeah, he doesn't like that seat apparently.
Oh, is that why he's in the... Oh, is that why you're moving?
Yeah.
Get over yourself,
Me
man.
bugging you, man.
I wondered why your energy was a bit... What about you? How's
right.
gym life?
I'm good.
Are you still going?
Yeah.
I still can't get over what you told me the other day, you know. Do you know Beverly messaged me, was like, who was Brent talking
Serious?
about? Yeah.
Did you tell her?
Yeah, but she said she thought that she said I thought that, but she thought no, it can't be. I said the same thing that we all thought, literally.
I was randomly laughing at that as well, you know,
Huh?
the other day.
Oh, you thought about it?
Yeah, I was thinking, who is it? But yeah.
Randomly laughing about it, yeah?
Yeah, because I remember, obviously, that day when you lot were talking about it, I wasn't here, innit?
Ah, okay. So you
So
listen.
yeah, I was just laughing, yeah. But anyway.
Power.
Power. What we
This
watching?
is the big
That's what
rich
the segment is,
sound.
right?
Dun, dun,
What we watching?
dun, dun.
What?
That's what the segment's called. What we watching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
What? Sorry?
Do you want to get back in the song?
I just came from the poorest part. Dun, dun. Bright lights, city lights, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. Dun, 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 dun. I just come from the poorest part. Dun, dun, dun. Legal or illegal, baby.
I gotta
I
make
never
it.
took a straight path nowhere. Life's full of twists and turns, bumps and bruises I live. Come on. Dun, 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 dun.
Pick it up.
Right.
That's not the Trey Song version.
No one listens.
No, who listens to
Trey
Trey
Songz was
Songz?
like one episode.
We're
yeah.
talking about
Everyone complains.
Joe Thomas, the original.
Do you remember Trey Songz one was actually one episode? People are so
No, because everyone was just like,
lethal.
nah.
One
That was-
episode, you know.
That was the
One
stupidest
intro.
thing. It was the stupidest thing you could have ever done. Like, what
I
made
said,
you think?
Trigger.
I honestly,
Get him off.
I actually think that's one of the best theme songs for.
It is.
I actually
Show.
listen to it.
Period.
I never skip it ever. I actually
I
listen.
skip. I haven't got time. I
No,
need to
I
get
don't
to me.
skip. No, I need to vibe, get in my
I haven't
50
got time
Cent
for
bag. But
This is
you
it.
know what, 50 Cent? Can I just give you the biggest? Do you know what? You're
Give us some
amazing
horns, Brent.
because
And the writers.
no, like
everybody on the
because
board.
I didn't think.
Where's the horns?
I don't know if it is that it deserves so much to be
No,
honest.
okay,
What?
hear me out. Hear me
Really?
out.
It's very scatty.
No, it is scatty, yeah, but do you know why I like it? Because now I can't
Yeah.
wait to see the next season. I can't wait to see what happens next. I like, because don't you feel like, even when I think about it, I'm like, oh, this thing's dragging. Like, how many seasons are you going to try and get this Rico on? Like, at what point is this going to, do you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't really see where it was going to go, if that makes sense.
Sorry, can I say something? I know there's a spoiler alert banner. I just want to make it clear. We're spoiling 9
Guys,
and 10.
we basically
We're
have
finishing the season. We finished all of it.
finished the season. We watched
So-
the leaked episodes of 9 and 10.
Yeah.
So we've seen the finale, you know.
Yeah.
We've seen everything. So if you haven't watched it
Yeah.
and you want to wait 2 weeks for it to come
Yeah.
out, I suggest you exit this video or
Mute it. Like the video though. Don't be a
Yeah,
hater.
because-
Like the video. Mute it.
We are about to
Spoil it
spoil
all.
everything.
I think it's one of the best conclusions, season finales in the Power universe. I can't remember a season that ended that shockingly. Because when Angela was shot, that wasn't a season finale, was it?
No.
No,
That
it
was like
wasn't.
2 episodes before.
Yeah, do you get me?
Yeah.
It was episode 8. You know the episode 8 always.
Even when
can't remember.
when Ghost died, when Tariq killed Ghost.
Yeah.
Wait, that was
We
the...
found out.
that was
Actually,
the
that was a finale. We
That
didn't
was
know
the
who killed him.
finale.
Yeah, because the whole thing
Yeah.
about who shot Ghost.
Do you remember?
Yeah, there was a whole thing. There was a whole campaign about who shot Ghost. But then that's the thing, though. When it then came back, it was underwhelming.
How could you say we gave you no heads up? You told me I spelled alert wrong in the banner. So you saw it.
Who said that?
Yeah.
Nightfall.
But we haven't.
is still following
But we
me.
haven't actually spoken. We haven't said anything though.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
No, but there's a banner there. You did autocorrect on the banner, but you're shocked that we're spoiling the show when it says spoiler alert.
No, but I'm saying even them saying, "Oh, you didn't give us a heads up." We just gave you the heads up. We haven't actually
Well,
started
first of
talking.
all, wait,
we haven't
wait.
actually started talking about the show.
First of all, we didn't get a heads up it was going to get leaked. I told you we're out for 2 weeks. It came as a shock to everybody and we responded. This is what TDA is about. TDA responds to things in real time. So responding to leaks in real time.
And also,
Thank you very much.
I thought about it and I thought, wait, so I should be the person that sits there and,
Okay.
and avoids spoilers.
Nah.
Who's got time for that? I said,
I'm
I
not
want
doing
to. No, literally, I thought, wait, am I going to be dodge? I don't want to avoid a spoiler. Like,
Because you know what it is? Obviously, I felt like I want to support a black business. Right. When things typically get leaked, I avoid it just to go the actual, paying route, the paying streaming route, whatever. So I decided I'm going to watch the leaks. Then when it comes out this week and next
watch
week,
it again.
I'll watch it again and we go again. Do you get what I mean? I'm supporting a black business and supporting my needs.
Yeah.
It's a win-win. Power. So,
Episode 9.
episode 9. I knew, okay, so let's start with Drew and his whole entanglement situation, right?
Yeah.
I knew they were obviously going to clock on that
Of course.
he has something to do with it,
After
right?
his whole.
His whole breakdown.
Yeah.
But I did not think it was going to go the way it was going to go. I thought he was going to just go to them and be like, listen, my bad. This is what happened. Da-da-da-da. This little man said, we got to kill them all. I said, sorry.
But you know why that makes...
There's other ways to do
No,
this.
I don't think there was, though. I think it made sense. And let me tell you why, yeah? Think about it, Esther, yeah? The mum already said, you killed my husband, yeah? I let that slide. There's no way I'm allowing you to kill my son. And you're going to... That would have started a mad war. Like,
But do you know what I think would
1,000%.
have happened, though? I think that... So obviously, they don't know... The wife, Frank's wife, is aware that the kids were not involved in Frank's death, right? I think that Drew could have said, you know what? Basically, I found out he killed my dad. And then she could have given him the tea of, actually, wait a minute, your mum came to me. Your mum is the reason why your dad's dead.
Yeah.
And I think they could have conspired to then get Monet out. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but...
I just feel like you guys have really killed off a whole generation, you know?
Yeah.
It's mad. But obviously, the way they killed them was quite cool. I thought it was nice and pain-free. But I just thought it was interesting that Auntie, in all this gas, had time to formulate a sentence and be
To
like,
say,
you know,
it was your mum.
is your mum killed Lorenzo? I said, no, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Then he killed her after that. I thought he was going to let her live. But like, cut the gas off. He didn't do that. He killed her
It's
regardless.
too late.
But when he didn't tell Kane as well, I thought he was going to, he thought Kane was in on it. And so he was going to harm Kane. And obviously he and Diana were then talking about it. Diana's too big for her boots. Them little boots.
I'm not gonna lie,
Sense.
she rattled me, man.
Her cord is cording. I will say that the fashion
Yeah.
is her stylist is on job, but
She rattled me.
yeah.
She did rattle me.
But did you see how? Sorry, did you see when they confronted Monet and she smushed?
Oh, she
in her
smushed it
face.
in the face, yeah. But you know what? Monet's smart as well though, because the way she managed to
Very.
like worm her way
Her bounce
back
back
in.
is stupid.
Like I thought, this is why. As much as I can't stand you, this is why you're the head honcho, because you show your kids all the time why you're who you are and why they have to respect you, because they always try and think they can win you over, like get one up on you, and then you always remind them that I'm the mother goose, and you lot are my like. Do you know what I mean?
Mad?
Look how she got in with Noma so
Noma.
quickly, like quickly.
She pisses me off, man.
Like,
Like I hate the fact that she's not down bad.
who? Monet.
Monet, and I
Yeah.
hate also.
Well, she is now, but
No, she isn't. Because remember, the person is down by the Tariq. And
No,
I
yeah,
can't
I know,
believe
but-
that.
you know what though? Yeah, it's. Do you know what it is? Okay, can we talk about Sax though? Yeah, because for
Sax
me, yeah,
is such a bitch.
he's a bitch, but I have to respect it.
I don't.
because man is causing havoc from his grave.
No, but you know what it is though? I don't even see it as I think he's a coward. You were a coward when you were alive. You were a coward. You're a coward when you're dead. So you just presented yourself
You know
to
what
the
it
Lord as a
is?
coward.
The reason why I don't think he's a coward, yeah, is because he knew he was gonna get killed, innit?
Yeah, but
So-
why are you trying to get on to people after you've been killed?
Because he wants everyone to know that although you've taken my life and I'm no longer
I can
present,
ruin everything.
I'm still gonna ruin you. Like it's a power play. That's why I respect it. Because although he's dead, he's still keeping everyone on their toes.
Well, he's lying,
it's-
though. Some of
to
the things
me,
was lies, though.
Some of it is lies, definitely, but
And I'm struggling. I think that's why I don't rate him.
it's still a power play, though.
Because I respected him when he died. Then when I found out the things he's doing after, I'm just thinking, you're so pathetic. That word is triggering. Sorry.
But he's it's interesting. It is interesting. What else happened? I'm trying to not confuse.
Okay, let's
the
think
two-
about
two
Method
episodes.
Man.
Oh, my babes.
First of all, when he flipped that table over, I was thinking, baby, stop it.
You know what it is with him though, yeah. He needs to sober up. I get it. Your brother killed himself and stuff. But it's true, like you see when he was moving mad talking about Tariq, you gotta get rid of this. But I thought Wait, are you losing?
You're the lawyer.
I thought, wait, you're losing you're usually the one with common sense and like.
But that's where he exactly came out. He said, "I've had enough of this shit. All
No,
this
literally.
suit wearing,
Yeah, he just said
from what's it
nah.
called, Wall Street bullshit." He's like, "I'm done with it."
Yeah.
When he was like to Tariq, right, I'm gonna sort out. Got the gun out. I said, "You're a lawyer, you know."
Yeah, he's over it. He's ready.
And that's why I like Tariq was like, "Are you all right? Like,
Stop drinking.
if you get banged up, the
Then
rest of us
there's
are
there's
done.
no hope
You
for
are a
us.
lawyer.
Yeah.
We are trying to get away with this because of you."
Yeah, so you can't. You need to get it together.
But
You need to get it together.
okay, let's talk about Lauren as well, though. I'm glad Lauren is gone, done. Like, I'm over sis. Like,
Yeah.
girl, she had to go.
She's not dead. She's alive.
She's not
don't
dead.
worry,
She's alive,
'cause
but
yeah.
she and her family have left town now.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad. I don't want to see her next season. I never
She's
want to see. I
annoying.
don't want to hear from her again.
Yeah.
Just I'm done. But the whole Effie thing, Kane is whipped, man.
No, proper.
Kane is whipped.
It's proper cute.
Effie's like, because we had sex one time, and he's like, it wasn't just. I said, oh baby, look at you, they've got you. He's out here in the.
But you know why he likes? You know what it is? I can tell you. He likes her because she's not easy. He likes her because he actually has to work
loves a
hard for her.
challenge.
Like he likes her because she's challenging him. Do you get what I mean?
And I think I feel like in a way, even though she does they move the way they move, I feel like she respects him,
No, of course.
and a lot of people don't. But you always do 2 + 2, you get 5. Renee is rude. But when they told her to pin on Tariq, I'm surprised she didn't snitch earlier.
Do you know why I knew she wasn't going to snitch? Because I feel like, generally speaking, you can tell that that's not what she's on. Like,
Yeah, but she snitched already in the past, though.
yeah, but I feel like that was before she kind of got into stuff. I think Effie generally loves Tariq. It's clear that she loves Tariq.
Yeah, she does. Because
right?
remember how she tried to ask him
At the end, like,
she's
yeah.
like, oh, how's Tariq? And he was like, never mind.
Like, she
can't
generally
imagine her
actually
ever
loves
go to
Tariq.
jail.
She's generally got feelings for Tariq. It's clear, innit?
Yeah, she does.
So,
And he
and she doesn't
just
have
doesn't.
she doesn't have feelings for Kane, but
Sad
she has
man.
feelings for Tariq. You can tell. So like, I'm not surprised that she didn't flip. If that makes sense. Even look at afterwards when she was like, so all that stuff we were saying in Paris was like, that wasn't real. Like that's her reality. That's
My
what
friend
she
just
wants.
wants a life, man. Just poor girl has just been through so much.
Yeah,
She just wants to love and be loved.
I hear it. But yeah, what's it called?
Was it right for her to give Kane a taste and then
Yes.
like spurn him afterwards?
Anybody can get it.
Serious?
Yeah,
I don't think
you
she
gotta do
did
it.
anything wrong.
She liked
He
it.
stepped,
I
but
feel like she was attracted to him.
he kept pressuring her, but I feel like it was very clear, like a lot of the
There was
time.
there was
like-
sexual tension between them. They
yeah,
both,
and
like,
she
they
and
both
she
like
kept
each other.
resisting for time. Do you get what I
Yeah.
mean? Like she kept airing him and not giving him the time of day.
Yeah, just because you like someone doesn't mean you can't like other people.
So do you girls agree that you should look to walk through the sexual tension so it no longer kind of
see
is
if it-
hanging over your head?
I mean, sometimes
Sometimes
Yeah.
you gotta see that
she's
real
got
and
through it now, and now she's thinking, yeah.
know where it's coming from. Is this
No, I was just I was gonna noise. So just
yeah. The Kane thing makes sense because yes, the guy we're not together anymore, and there's someone who's feeling me, and I'm attracted to him, whatever.
I thought ain't this Tariq's galleys are talking about.
They're not
They're
together
not
anymore.
They're not together anymore.
But you said she loves him and that.
She's
Yeah,
still
I can
he
love
broke up with her though
Yeah, but loving somebody
because he found out that she obviously tried to
Real love
dead
don't
off
help.
his real love.
Ain't Kane his brethren?
They
no,
were
no.
never friends. They're business.
Also,
partners.
enemies.
Kane hates
Kane
the
hates
most.
if Kane could kill Tariq,
He's killing him.
he's killing him.
He's
Like,
tried to kill him several times.
Several
but every
times.
time Tariq's got important piece of information.
Like, he can't kill him.
She talked to man that's trying to.
Yeah.
She
No,
loves
but they
him.
work together though, innit? Like they're all working
They're
together.
colleagues.
They don't like each other. Like everyone knows Tariq and Kane
about
hate each other, and
survival.
it is what it is. But they need each other to survive. They need each other because they're in bed with each other in regards to business. So obviously, and also remember, it's because she saw Tariq and Diana have sex. Do you remember when she walked when she saw Tariq
Oh,
putting
yeah,
on his
yeah,
clothes?
and
That's
Diana.
where it came from.
Do you know? I think
Because
that,
otherwise, she wouldn't have gone down that road with Kane.
I feel like she would have.
I don't think
Because
she
she's always
would've.
like kind of giving him the eye a little bit. I feel like she was kind of. I feel like she's been feeling him a little bit.
I don't think she would have had sex with him though. I think that pushed her over the edge.
Do you know? You're right. Because I'm looking from my eyes.
Of course you are, yeah.
I would be with Moody McCabe. So yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So I
But,
think that's it really.
Yeah, I was shocked that she didn't flip like I really thought she would. And obviously when Lauren then came to speak to her, I want to see Lauren again.
You
man.
see Lauren,
gets
yeah,
my
when she tried to
nerves,
do that
man.
whole speech, I thought,
So
oh,
shut up.
I thought, what was the point?
She's like, I'm in the position of power now. I said, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
I
Shut
honestly
up.
just thought, what? Like, what was the whole point of that?
I don't know why she did all of that.
Like, to prove a point.
I feel like she wanted to know that. Because remember Tariq had said to her, what did Tariq say to her? Something about that if she shouldn't snitch or whatever, blah blah.
Oh, because she feels like Effie's might come after her and actually kill her.
Yes, so I feel like she wanted to go and speak to Effie. Then obviously when Effie then said, you can do whatever, and something about like it's gonna come back or whatever, then she's like, no, you guys are really the same people. Like you're all the same. I feel like she just thought, you know what, I can't be bothered. But I love the way she went into that hearing and just flipped everything because really and truly she was pressured. She didn't go by the books, and I loved all of that.
Yeah,
I was here for it. And did you see when Angela's sister came in? I was like, there was no
I
need
didn't
for that.
realize that was her son. You know.
Yeah, because
From the beginning?
Valdez. He's Agent Valdez as well.
I didn't realize from the beginning. It was only in that when I saw wasn't her name
mum.
Paz.
Yeah,
When I saw her,
Paz.
Paz.
Paz?
I'm sorry, her
Something
name's
like that,
Paz.
anyway.
When I saw her, and she was talking about her son, I was like, hold on a minute.
So your auntie be so proud of you. I still wish Angela was alive, man.
You know what?
Angela's got a youth.
No, her
Angela's
nephew.
sister has a ute,
Oh,
and he's in the police force trying to get Tariq down.
I was gonna
Generational
say. I was gonna say you just
justice.
said Angela's youths in the police. I'm saying what?
Do you know what? Also, yeah. What was that thing? What was the thing that Stacks gave him? Because he gave him like a floppy disk or something like that. He gave him in the envelope that he opened.
We didn't see it.
I know, but
We'll see next season.
I'm basically thinking, what was that? What document was
Because
that?
Sachs gave it to him. What could Sachs have ever recorded?
I don't know.
But yeah, I think that we're going to see next season because he put it in there and we didn't see anything. So basically, essentially, next year is going to be the same thing again. They're going to be fighting another RICO or fighting another case.
I know, which is
and
so
then
boring, though.
they're going to have to all get together. They're all going to have to make up. I told you about a spin-off with Braden and Tariq. They really gave me... Oh, I was so happy to see Tommy.
No, you see?
I was like, I
when
miss
I
you.
saw Tommy, I gasped. I actually did this. I was like...
I was so happy to see Tommy. I'm like,
my
no,
babes
you
is
are.
back. I love Tommy, man. I absolutely love him.
Beautiful man.
And when I saw Tasha...
Tasha's back as well.
Tasha was back as well.
Oh, she rode out, though.
Nah, listen, Tasha is too smart.
She rode out.
But when Tariq got knocked out, I said, oh, no. I bet it's a stupid... Another like officer or something.
Yeah.
And then...
But I
I
love how they squashed their beef, though.
Yeah, so basically, Sachs leaked Tasha's address because she's in witness protection to Tommy. Then Tommy went obviously to get his revenge because she killed Lakeisha, killed everybody, whatever. So he and Tasha had this ongoing beef since the last power. And obviously with Ghost dead as well, he's not really messing with Tariq. So he's gone there to kill him. And then Tariq at the same time knew where they were, but when he's kind of seen them for the last time before they got
How
moved.
did he got the information from 2-Bit though, innit?
Yeah, he got the information from 2-Bit, yeah. That's where 2-Bit came in. Love 2-Bit. But anyways, so he then goes, but then now they're in the face of Tommy trying to kill Tasha, whatever. Tariq then pulls the gun, whatever. And then Tasha knocks Tariq out and then flees. And okay. Happy to see Tommy. All of that was great. I love the fact as well. It was like a foreshadow because he said to him, if you try and get Monet, you're starting a war you do not have the man for. And obviously at the end we see that a war has basically started with him and Braden against all of them. But you see how I don't like Diana, man. She's she deserved that.
No, you know what?
TA she was dating.
I'm not gonna lie. She done Tariq dirty.
Disgusting.
No, like it hurt my heart.
But you know what's annoying though? It's like it's because he doesn't like you back. You know. He doesn't like you back. No, but and now you got a death.
But you know what it is? Do you know why I don't think it's that? Because you see when they showed the flashback of her talking to her brother, and her brother was like Tariq, and she's like, we can't do that to Tariq, and her brother's like, fuck Tariq, man. Like we can, like, do you know what I mean? Like Kane will kill Tariq because we know Kane doesn't like Tariq, so just let it be that.
No, but you know what? I did not think they were going to go that way.
No, I genuinely believed her when she said that.
Because when she said it was Tariq, I said,
no.
I
genuinely believed when she said to Tariq, I'll literally tell my brothers that I didn't see who the shooter was. I wouldn't say nothing, yeah. I genuinely believed it. And then when obviously Tasha rode out, yeah, I thought, do you know what I realised as well?
Because she knows it wasn't Tariq.
I felt like she was going to change her mind. Because you see when her mum said all that stuff in the car, yeah, you could see her.
Yeah, I thought
she was going to change her mind. She was, because
she was.
Her saying, let me go back into the house wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah, so she said, I forgot something to try and give Tariq the signal of it's off.
It's off.
But obviously, Tasha did not know anything. So Tasha just came and was shooting up the place. But then when she said it was Tariq, I thought, you know, okay, fair. She does actually think it's Tariq because they had a plan. But when Drew was
she doesn't.
No, it wasn't. She knew it wasn't
She knew it wasn't Tariq, though.
Silly girl, man.
She's becoming a mother, no?
She really is. It's like
nuts.
you talk about your cancer all the time. You are. But
you know what? I think Thingy Kane made a very valid point though when he was just like, listen, you lot keep forgetting that we're not normal kids. We're drug dealers. This is the life we were raised into. So stop thinking that you're a normal.
Yeah, because you're not normal. Fall in love with and be a prime minister and be the next councilman. The other girl was out here trying to go and start fresh somewhere. Remember where you live. Remember like what family you're in. But then when I think about it now, though, all that speech Lorenzo was given from the dining table when he was dead was stupid then, because the kids didn't turn against Monet. They work for her now.
Yeah, by force. No, but the kids are turning against her. This whole plan was to kill Monet. Did they have?
No, they didn't. She's alive. She's in surgery.
Yeah, because they didn't. But the plan was to kill Monet. Remember?
Yeah, remember that she was going to change her mind. So they were never really committed to it.
No, I think if
Drew wants her dead still.
literally,
Do you think so?
it's just because Diana had that moment of her in the car where she heard her mum say that she loves her for the first time. You could tell that's what got to her.
Man, Diana's a liability, man.
That is literally it. Because other than that, she didn't care. Do you understand what I mean?
Drew wouldn't care if she said
No,
I love you.
it was literally just because in that moment she was like, "Oh, I'm tough on you because I love you," and then she had this.
She's so pathetic because she was using that. She was just emotionally manipulating her.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, this is what I don't understand because we know this about Monet though. Like you should even know this is your mum. Us watching from the screen can tell
I think it's just that mother's love.
that
You just
she's
want your mum's love.
she's
Yeah.
manipulating you. She doesn't
That's
give
sad,
she doesn't give a shit about you.
But the way they all turned against, because you know when Norman was like to Tariq, you always come up with a plan, don't you? Because basically Tariq was gonna get killed. Norman's like, they had the gun on his head. Then he was
But
like,
you know he would have died though, right?
oh, 100%.
Like
100%.
legit, he was not coming. He was gonna get killed.
Because also, big up the Nigerian man who got green cards for his family or
Yeah.
whatever. Because I was
He gave
thinking,
Braden the
but
drop.
obviously they weren't acting fast enough for anything to have happened. So then when Tariq was gonna get killed, I was thinking, you can't kill the lead. This is Tariq's world. Like,
No.
this is.
Wait, you know when I saw Braden, I
was like,
was
what?
so gassed because
I did not think it was
because
Braden.
Braden he's been
He can't kill the lead. What happened to the first power?
they didn't
but
kill him straight
that was
away
different
though.
Because if they kill Tariq, but Tariq is a seed of ghosts, right? If they kill, there's no more seeds left. Yasmin ain't about it. If they kill
Yes.
Tariq, that's it. Do you know what I mean?
No, you're right.
I'm not watching
I
Power
feel
with
like it
Braden
will ruin the whole
or Kane.
fan. Yeah,
I love Kane.
The
but I'm
only
not
reason
watching
why
the
it
whole Braden.
works is because
Tariq.
there's still that link to
It's
Ghost.
St. Patrick,
Yeah.
exactly.
So what do we think about the coming of age of the white boy?
Braden.
Braden. All right, cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Finally.
I was like, do you know what I found really cute? That it literally to me was Tommy and Ghost all over again.
Yeah, it was.
It was so,
I love that
I
so much.
literally felt like this was such a cute moment. Look at me.
I like this is a spin-off.
Encouraging
Let's
crime.
do this. Hypothetically.
No, but like I literally saw the unit and I thought this is literally
made me
Tommy
so
and
happy.
Ghost, right? The thing is, I think it's a bit unfair because
What to Braden?
because Braden isn't like we know this, innit? Braden's not about this life,
Yeah,
right?
but neither was Ghost. Because don't you think like it's funny how they swap roles? Because remember, Ghost wanted out. Tommy said you can't. Now Braden, the white boy, wants out. Tariq's like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
So they kind of swap roles, but Braden will warm up. And
No,
I think
I mean,
as well,
he's
Braden
already-
shot Kane, by the way. I think Kane's going to be in hospital.
Oh, from the shootout.
Yeah. Because
did
someone was hit directly.
Did you reverse it? Like slow it down and then go through it bit by bit?
No, I didn't. Did you?
It kind of looked like he got his hand hit.
Who?
With
Oh,
the
really?
gun.
Kane.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought he shot Kane. I said, oh, my baby. Don't do this to me. But I love that. I love that little... I don't know how they're going to do it. I just don't feel like they're powerful enough.
Who them two?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Tariq, the thing is, do you know why I like Tariq and Braden? Is because they're actually very, very clever. Like, they're quite... you can tell why they go to the schools that they go to. They're very clever in it. So I feel like they'll be able to find... Like, even the way Tariq always manages to manipulate and get himself out of a situation. And even look at how Monet relies on him. She's like, you're the one with all the bright
Yeah.
ideas. Like,
I think he's going to get his way back in.
I don't even think it's a case of getting his way back in. I think I can see him going to build an alliance with other people. And like... Because this is clearly a war.
Because he's smart.
So it is what it
I'm
is.
so glad Uncle Lucas left.
He's Uncle Lucas again.
Braden's uncle, and he pushed him.
Oh, that was not funny, but
That's his first body.
yeah, it was.
Technically.
But generally, but that also wasn't a.
I
it
saw
was
that
a-
happening.
It was an accident, isn't it?
I saw it happening.
I didn't think.
I didn't like the way they shot it as well because there was too much distance between the railing and where he was standing for him to have actually realistically fallen over by far or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it really bugged me. I was like, no, you could have stood a bit closer. That would have made sense.
But they did it as a suicide note.
And he wrote the suicide note and everything. I said, no, Braden's about it, you know.
Because that's what I'm saying. He's got brains.
He's actually got brains. And he got Kiki to go as well.
yeah.
And his dad was doing too much.
No, what killed me is when his dad was like, "You are not one of these people."
And he was like, what?
I thought, no, you lot
These are
really,
criminals.
you lot really think you're
His
better
dad's
than
a punk though. I'm setting up my brother for what? How can you ruin entire life, like our entire generational wealth, our entire generational name, everything, and I'm not gonna sell you out and say that he did it. He did it. That's where he lives, in a way. But I like the ending. I did not see it coming.
Don't forget, the police obviously are now going to start investigating Crash Coin because Lucas gave them that tip. So
I think next year again it's going to be the same thing. But I'm annoyed there because basically they're moving to Starz. I remember 50 Cent, they did a whole thing about them being able to have more. No, they're Lionsgate now, isn't it?
Yeah, because they were at Starz before. I don't know.
Because I suppose Lionsgate.
Oh, they're still at Starz now.
They're still at Starz. Are they moving?
I'm not sure. Because when these 2 episodes leaked, he complained that Starz let it leak.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I thought. So what were they with last time?
He left. They
left.
And he's leaving them or something.
Might be leaving, but I
Maybe
think
this
season is still on Starz. Because he blames Starz for these leaks, basically.
Because I remember them saying that when they're with or without Starz or whatever, they're going to be longer episodes. So in my mind, we're not going to end at episode 10. So maybe it's from maybe next season then.
Okay.
Because season 4 is already greenlit, and I think they're going to start filming that soon anyway. But I think it was really good. I liked the ending. I did not expect everyone to turn on Tariq the way they did.
No, neither did
I did not expect... When Effie came out, I said, oh, not you. I did not expect any of that. So the switch, the turnaround...
But do you know what?
Sick, but it makes sense.
If I'm honest though, I feel like the only person that Tariq actually trusts or he would never never do anything to is Brayden. I think out of everybody there,
and it was
expected.
Yeah.
But Brayden's the only one who he generally...
That's his actual boy.
Yeah, I think regardless, like even with the Lauren thing, he forgave him because...
It's Brayden.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So I think Brayden's the only one who has power in terms of like a relationship with Tariq. Tariq would...
I love the
friendship,
He will
snitch on any... He will rat out Effie. So I'm not going to lie, I get it.
Yeah.
Because none of them there, Tariq has got no loyalty to anybody there.
Do you know,
if I saw Brayden there... Then that would
be shocking.
That would have rattled.
Do you know, I do think though, you know that because the Nigerian guy is how Tariq got saved.
Yeah, because Brayden called Brayden
or whatever.
OG.
So I think he's gonna be his inside person because no one still knows about the green card thing, and that guy is still trying to take down Noma because he doesn't want to work with Noma no more.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be his heads up. This is what's happening kind of thing.
Yeah, Noma's gonna be replaced by a Nigerian guy.
Yeah,
and that's how it is. Tariq's
gonna come back in
power again.
You called it first.
Heard it here first. I liked it.
What about you, Yus?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked how they brought back Tommy.
Yeah.
How they brought back Tasha, and they kind of...
Even, what's her name? The thingy's old lawyer.
Who?
Tamika.
Oh, Tamika.
Tamika was on the phone.
Tamika's always in a nice car.
I forgot about her.
Yeah.
With a silk press.
2 Bits little cameo.
Yeah.
Like Brent was alluding to, like Brayden's kind of coming of age. Like he's finally like, even though he's been doing his thing for a while now, but he's finally...
He caught his first body, so now he's
finally...
He's balls dropped.
One of us.
Yeah. Yeah, I like how they've set up the next season. It's going to be like a Ghost and Tommy kind of vibe. Yeah, I didn't particularly like how Diana done...
She done him dirty, man.
Tariq. But when they done the flashback scenes, then it made sense. Regardless, it was the plan to set him up regardless.
No, 100%. But I didn't know that was the plan. I think that's what rattled me because it's nuts. But I also do think that Diana and Drew are gonna try to. I don't know if they're gonna try to kill Kane, but Kane, like, they don't obviously. Kane is a mummy's boy, innit? You can tell. So,
but him and Monet have had their fair share of
they
runners.
have, but you see how, like, regardless, he's still on her, not on her side, but like, and obviously, Drew and Kane are never gonna see eye to eye. I think they're always gonna have that disagreement of like, Drew's older than him, innit?
No, Kane's older than Drew.
Are you sure?
I believe so.
Do you know why I didn't think he was? Because I feel like, why was everything going to Drew? Like, you know, when obviously when Thingy wasn't around, it was like they were trying to get Drew to be the whatever. And I thought it's because obviously because he's older, he's next in line. But obviously Kane's thinking, I know he's older than me, but he ain't. I'm the one. So I think they're always gonna have that.
Yeah, you might be right actually.
I think Drew is older.
Kane is older.
Kane's older.
You sure?
Yeah. He's the oldest.
Yeah, I thought
he is. Because he moves like, they treat him like he's Agbaya. Man, like, you're old, but you don't. I feel dizzy because I go up so fast.
I'm trying to think what else. You lot kind of covered everything. I'm trying to think what you guys didn't really mention. think you kind of covered everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I liked it, man.
I need, what's her name? Is it Rodriguez? What's her name? That policewoman.
Oh.
One with the funny Bronx accent.
Oh,
Blanca.
I need her dead.
She actually gets on
Heck,
my
I do
nerves.
myself. I need her gone.
She actually gets on my
She
nerves.
gets on my last
You know
nerves.
who? Jenny Sullivan. Yeah, I was so happy when she was crying over Saks. I was like, "You dumb bitch!" Like, no, she.
I felt that.
No, because she actually. Do you know what? Because she just pissed me off. That whole.
Oh, I don't really
like-
care about you. It's just, I think it's shut up, man.
Like, just she's
No sexes.
jarring.
Don't be silly. I know
And
he's
now,
silly,
because
but
now he's dead. You wanna
yeah,
cry.
yeah, we were
And
together.
And you know, what even
Shut
pissed
up.
me off when she when she tried to speak to what's his name, Method Man, and be like, "Oh, you're responsible for his death." And you see the way he flipped it on her. I thought, "You dumb. You are
I
responsible
loved
for
it.
his death because my man even asked you for protection. And what did you say? I can't get you protection right now. Like you didn't care. Do you know what I mean? Your goal was to pin these lot. You didn't care about him. Like he put his life on the line. He put his cards on the table. Still, you kept him in the dark. Like you kept taking him for idiot.
Yeah,
And now he's gone. You want to cry?
I love the way he flipped back on it. Because how dare you? Don't make me feel bad for something that you did.
What's Stacey saying?
He literally did an interview last week saying they already offered him the money, just wasn't what he needed. Yeah, thingy. Yeah, they were trying to get James
to
Marvin
come back.
Hardwick to come back.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah,
you mean
but-
come back.
So
As in, come back because obviously he made cameo from that the dead, innit?
I don't think it's that. I think they want him to come back.
He can't come back. He's dead.
Nah.
What, to act like he didn't die?
Like Prison Break. I think that
But
was
if
so
they
sick.
did, yeah.
Wait.
I
now
would
I'm
be so
interested.
excited.
No, so he had the interview, innit? And he was saying
Oh,
that-
he said he didn't get paid much, right?
he was saying that he wasn't getting paid much, or they didn't ever do right by him,
That's why he left in
Yeah.
the first place.
and that they've been trying to get him back for a while now, like as his character, not for flashback scenes to actually come back.
Really?
But
That made me so
this
happy.
This is TV. You could just write that he didn't die. Easy.
That's how they're going to. Now he has a team for the war then.
Yes, what?
That's how a team for the war.
His
Oh.
son,
If-
yeah.
No, but they haven't signed it off though.
No,
Now
no,
I'll start watching proper.
No, it's not.
No, but they haven't
he's-
signed it
he's
off
not-
though.
He's not coming back.
He's not coming back.
You can't tease me and not follow through with this.
He's saying they've tried to get him
So
back.
How do you think he feels?
Let's go for me.
He says-
Because
Man
it will
said
make
it
good
go.
I mean,
TV
I
now.
contributed to that.
It would
I
make
miss
a really,
Ghost so
it would-
much, yeah,
do
like
I,
he's a real
man.
human
I
being.
actually fell in love with him, you know. Like
I did.
fell in love with
I
Ghost.
loved him since being Mary Jane.
No,
That's been my man.
Let's not talk about him. Let's not talk about that freaking. Oh, he pissed me off.
I would have let him cheer me.
Pissed me off.
How tall is he? What did you just say?
He's not tall. He's not tall.
What
at
did you
all.
just say?
Excuse me.
I'm gonna clip that.
No, you're not.
No, do it. Because I can't believe that even came out your mouth, girl.
I know you guys talking about.
What'd
I
you
didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I don't know what you're talking
She
about.
said.
Don't. Do you know whose side are you on?
I'm not going to repeat it. Come on.
I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow.
But that would be sick though if they got him. Because really, they could. Do you think they will bring him into Tariq's ghost, or do you think they will make it like a ghost
No, I think
universe thing?
they'll have to bring him into this. I don't think creating a new show for him would be just pointless.
They could actually make that work so easily because you know the whole trust fund thing and the whole I knew you end up here, little nigga, that all that stuff. We could make that make sense.
Yeah.
And the Queen's Child Project, he hasn't used the money, right?
He's lost it.
See that Queen's Child Project here?
The QCP still alive.
Do you know what's mad? When I watch that, I actually forget that is the Lorenz Tate. I don't know. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but when I watch it, he's such a councilman there to me that I forget who the real actor
Lorenz
is.
Tate.
Did you not see the thing? You know the thing that I put up the other day? People were crying. So he did like a photo shoot, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Of him looking like young or whatever. So I put it up and I was like, okay, councilman, I see where the Queen's Child Project money goes. The amount of people that messaged me, I was like, Gina, you're dumb. And I said, no, because, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know
No,
he can
literally.
never die? I feel like he's just
I'm not gonna lie,
funny.
Lawrence Tate is fine though. Like for his age, like not in power.
No, he's a beautiful
He's
man.
a beautiful man.
I follow him on Insta. He looks like that
He's
any
act-
day of the day.
Yeah, he actually is a beautiful man.
He looks like
But
that all the time.
his character is so
Funny,
The things
yeah.
he does with his lips, like, oh,
Yeah.
it just pisses me
He's
off.
just slimy, innit?
And also, I love how I forgot her name. His fiance, and she's leaving him now.
Yeah.
Oh, the teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on with all of that anyway. She's silly because you can't say he wasn't a good guy. Then he says he does right by doing one good thing. And then now you're acting confused that he was doing shady things behind your back. Like, girl, it's been there. She just wanted to ignore it. And actually, yeah, how can we forget? He's the reason why all of this came crashing down anyway. The whole, all of them getting arrested and...
Yeah, the
what's it
Ponzi
called?
scheme, innit?
Yeah.
The pounds is
What's it called?
dead.
EFCC. That's the Nigerian version. But yeah, when they went and like got everything, it was mad. He's so funny though. But I don't know how Tariq did not see that coming. Because when Tariq found out it was Councilman Tate that did it, he acted shocked. I was like, yeah, but you can't lie, Tariq.
Yeah. And
your lying face is so stupid.
And you spoke to my man the other day.
What is 1.7? What's that in feet?
He's not tall. He's like 5'7".
That's fine. I ain't no problem.
You still cheat on you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, is that what you said?
Brent, he's still fine, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. I actually do not know what you're talking about. That made no sense. You know me better than that. Anyways.
That's like half a mugs, isn't it?
Just don't be silly now. That's a little person. Give you half a mugs.
Whilst we're here anyway.
So whilst we're here, puts the camera on to E-Man. I hear it.
All right, so the first headline. The Home Secretary will say it is not xenophobic to call mass migration unsustainable in a speech calling for the immigration to the UK to come down. Suella Braverman will say there's no good reason the UK cannot train its own lorry drivers and fruit pickers. It comes as net migration figures for 2022, due to be published next week, are predicted to hit record highs. Ms. Braverman will also say that the government must remember their 2019 election pledge to curb migration. The Home Secretary is clearly trying to set out a direction of travel for immigration policy in their speech. It's also likely to be seen as a bit of a warning shot for colleagues who are minded to argue against reducing numbers or considering relaxing immigration rules to solve immediate shortages. The government has recently been focusing on tackling illegal migration, in particular small boat crossing. At the National Conservatism Conference on Monday today, Ms. Braverman will tell the Tories on the right of the party that overall immigration numbers need to come down. We must not forget how to do things for ourselves, she will say, adding there's no good reason why we can't train up enough HGV drivers, butchers, or fruit pickers. And the next headline takes us to Turkey, where more than 12 hours after the polls closed in Turkey, and with more than 90% of the votes counted, the presidential election result is still not clear. Preliminary results show that neither the president, Erdogan, nor his main rival appear to have secured the majority of votes needed to win. Final results haven't been released, but a runoff vote appears likely. Erdogan, who has been in power since 2002, is ahead with 49.49% of the votes, and has told his AK party supporters that he believes he can still win outright. Meanwhile, his rival, who has collected 44.79% of the votes so far, has vowed to win the election in a second round. However, the AK party's alliance is expected to form a majority in parliament. It's Turkey's tightest election in years and comes as the country grapples with high inflation and recovers from devastating earthquakes earlier this year. And the last headline takes us to the Holy Land, where, trigger warning here, guys, there are hopes that a ceasefire will take hold to end 5 days of fighting between Israel and the Palestinian Islamic Jihad, the PIJ, militants in Gaza. It got off to a shaky start as both sides kept firing for 2 hours after the truce started on Saturday evening. At least 33 Palestinians have been killed since Tuesday in Gaza, where Israel says it has struck PIJ targets. Palestinian rocket fire into Israel has killed 2 people, 1 Israeli and 1 Palestinian working in the country. The mediation efforts were led by Egypt, which urged both sides to adhere to the ceasefire agreement. Washington welcomed the announcement of the ceasefire and said that US officials had worked with regional partners to achieve the resolution. Barrages of Palestinian rockets set off warning sirens in southern Israel, close to Gaza, and the suburbs of the city of Tel Aviv just before the truce was due to come into effect at 2200 local time on Saturday. Minutes after it was supposedly started, militants launched more rockets at southern Israeli communities, and the Israeli military carried out airstrikes on what it said were 2 PIJ rocket launchers in Gaza. Further rocket strikes at around 2300 drew another round of airstrikes. Despite the fighting, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office issued a statement confirming that a ceasefire had been agreed and thanked Egypt for its intensive efforts to secure one. And that's it for the headlines.
Thank you. Let's get into the topic of the day.
All right, people. So I feel like we kind of touch on these kind of topics every now and again in different ways, right? But this came across my radar the other day, and I thought, you know, let me see what you guys think about this, because it's going to be implemented next year. So basically, obviously you guys, I'm assuming to varying degrees, at least anyway, kind of would push for more diversity and inclusivity in the film industry, right? Or no?
Why not?
Why not? Cool. Well, the Oscars in 2004 are basically saying they want to implement some new laws to basically bring about that
24.
2024, yeah. So they're saying by that time, this is what's going to be happening. So I wanted to read out some of these things for you, yeah, and tell me what you think about this, yeah. So basically, for the 96 Oscars 2024, a film must meet 2 out of 4 of the following standards to be deemed eligible, right, to get an Oscar. This is how they're pretty much going to make it work, right? So standard A is on-screen representation, themes, and narratives, right? So to achieve this standard A, right, the film must meet one of the following criteria. First point, about lead or significant supporting actors. At least one of the leads actors or significant supporting actors is from an underrepresented racial or ethnic group, right? So this is Asian, Hispanic, or Latino, Black or African American, Indigenous, Native American, you know, the minorities, right? 2, the general ensemble of the cast, right? At least 30% of all actors in secondary and more minor roles are from at least 2 of the following underrepresented groups. So they have to be from these groups here: women, racial or an ethnic group, LGBTQ+, or people with cognitive or physical disabilities, or who are deaf or hard of hearing. All right, so you guys are following me so far, yeah? Mm-hmm. And then the last part is the main storyline or the subject matter. The main storyline or theme or the narrative of the film is centered on an underrepresented group. So again, the same 4 groups: women, racial ethnic group, LGBTQ+, and people with cognitive or physical disabilities. Let's start there first, right? Again, there's 2 out of 4 of these big umbrellas. The first one, like I said, is the on-screen representation, themes, and narratives. The second thing is creative leadership and projects, right? The third is industry access and opportunities. And the 4th is the audience development. So we can go into those a bit more later, But the main thing I wanted to kind of hone in on is this first standard, right? Which is the on-screen representation, themes, and narratives. How does that sound to you guys first? Just me reading that off to you.
I think it sounds fine.
Sound fine?
Yeah, I think it sounds fine. Completely fine by me.
What do you guys think? What about you guys?
Same.
What about you, Max?
I just think it's nonsense, man. So what? Every film's gonna be the same then? You're telling me that every film's gonna be the same.
What do you mean?
It's just like all the because it's not gonna get Oscar unless it's gonna be like about or then maybe they could just do it all in one go, like, and just get the Oscar, like, just make it about like a black lesbian with a trans brethren, and just
Basically,
you know what I'm saying, like, and just win all the Oscars, like, it's like I don't understand. And then
Maybe they shouldn't have included the storyline stuff, because I feel like that's where things. Do you know what I mean?
what if the film's about a period or in a place in life where there was just bare white people?
Also remember, sorry, not all movies are
Get the
Black
black
female
get
slave.
the black female slave.
not all films are made for the Oscars.
Hmm?
Not all films are made for the Oscars.
What do you mean?
Like, not all movies are Oscar worthy. Not all directors go in making this movie to be an Oscar worthy winning award-winning film.
Yeah, but that just means you're not making a good movie. If you're
No, you know where you are.
No.
If it's about numbers, someone like, respectfully, Tyler Perry, some of the films he makes, he knows damn
yeah,
right.
but you know your lane, innit? Like, if you're
Yeah.
independent or whatever, like, so that's not your story. But if you're gonna be at the top of your craft, then Oscars is where it's at. If you're anybody at the top, elite things, when they make their movies, of course you want it considered for the best.
Yeah, but you know what it is though? I feel like I get what you were saying,
Yeah,
because
it's-
some people, you just know.
It's
That's not
Like, some
everyone's
people
goal.
ain't never gonna get an Oscar. Like, that's fine. I'm
But
not
some
saying
people aren't
not.
aiming to get an Oscar.
Yeah.
Like, they're not working in their mind when they're creating a film.
Yeah.
An Oscar is not a thought
Yeah.
for them, because also
Yeah.
there's politics within that. So you're in that industry, you know the politics, and you just want to make something you enjoy.
yeah. Like, for example, Marvel movies don't win Oscars.
Yeah, but
Really?
But if they win Oscars, it's for visual effects, or they don't win Oscars for
Like actor, best actor. and
best
stuff.
actor, best actress, best supporting. That's not their lane, innit? So
yeah, but they're not the Marvels. They're not like what? No, that's not like Oscar worthy. It should just be for like costume and shit. Like, what?
Yeah, but
what? It's Avengers Assemble and that.
That's the point I'm making.
You're so annoying. You're such an annoying person.
But that's the point I'm making.
It's like, you're basically giving examples for the point he's making.
I don't understand the point.
Okay, your first statement was, oh, that means all movies are going to be the same. So I'm letting you know, no, that's not the case, because not all movies are going in to win Oscars.
Yeah, but I'm saying
So
the top.
You
I'm saying
agreed.
the box office. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the top end, I'm saying that if that's the criteria, then all the creativity is taken out of anything anyway. I'm not saying that they're, because I don't think these people like go when they're writing their movies or directing it. It's like thing for an Oscar. It's like it's creating art, innit? You want to make something dope.
Yeah.
But at the same time, once you finished it, you're not gonna anybody would love recognition for what they're doing, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? That. So it's not. I don't think it's a thing of making it for the Oscars or whatever. But then now when you've got these criteria and stuff in place, in the back of your mind, and you know that like if this, I'm never gonna get Oscar for this. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but thing is, we know what type of movies normally are considered for Oscars, right? So if you're making Coming to America 2, for example, you're not in your mind thinking this movie is going to get nominated for an Oscar, right? So then you don't have. So wait. So then you don't have to follow
What's the problem? If
that criteria necessarily, because that might not be your goal. Remember, your goal might be just making your money back, box office numbers.
Yeah, but if that
get a Netflix deal, Amazon.
Yeah,
but if you're saying that's not your goal and that's not your criteria, then it's going to lead to people making bare Coming to America 2s. Then we're screwed.
There is bear though. There is bear then.
We're screwed.
No,
There is bear
I
then.
don't
If you think
think
about how many films are turned out and how many films actually get an Oscar nominated, it's a lot.
Do you know?
So
Yeah,
people are already making
exactly.
hella Coming to America 2s and stuff. I think that some people, I think that you just know that this is not going to be Oscar worthy, because I also think about it as well. It's about like budget and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oscar films are like the top of the top. That budget is not available to everybody. So if I haven't got that budget, I'm going to focus on now, if I can get Netflix to come on board and I can make money back and everyone can get paid whatever, than Oscar. Because I know I don't have Oscar money.
Yeah, and Oscars films, they're normally based on writing, the screenplay, the story, the acting. It's not about the money spent. It's not about the money spent. Like, to me, Oscars is like the equivalent of critical acclaim. Like winning a Grammy as opposed to winning I don't know, an MTV award.
VMAs.
Or a VMA award. It's a more prestigious award. It's based on the art as opposed to the optics or the, you know what I mean?
Politics.
Yeah.
But then doesn't that stifle the art?
What's that?
Doesn't that stifle the art if, for example, you're telling me I have to work within these certain confines?
I don't think so.
No?
You can still make it happen. I don't think so.
I think to a degree. I'm all for diversity, innit? I'm all for ethnic minorities getting a chance. So I'm not going to be against it. I understand how it might stifle someone's creative vision. But is winning an Oscar the be all and end all of every movie you make? So if you have to sacrifice these criterias because you want to make the movie the way you wanted to make it, then I guess do that, innit?
Does it say the storyline has to be like involve? Is it the storyline or does it have to be characters?
Well, let me be clear about something, right? We were talking about the first group, the first like cohort under these 4 themes, right? So again, like the film has to meet 2 out of the 4 following standards.
Okay.
Like, one of those standards is
Oh, it's just 2 of the 4. So it don't have to be all 4.
No,
Okay.
so 2 of the 4. So the first standard though is on-screen representation, themes and narratives. This is the whole thing about the leading and supporting actors, the general cast, the storyline. That's one umbrella, right? The second thing is the creative leadership and project team. So this means
People
basically
behind the scenes.
Exactly that as well.
That's fine.
Right? And other key roles like the technical, but pretty much behind the scenes, right? The third umbrella is the industry access and opportunities. So basically apprenticeships, internship opportunities and stuff like this, right? Training opportunities. So again, behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
But it's more so, but it's still within those 4 groups of women, racial groups, LGBTs, and disabilities and stuff. And the last group is the audience development, which is basically about representation in the marketing, the publicity, and distribution of the film.
So you just have to go on black platforms. Go Breakfast Club.
I'm not too sure, like in terms of how they want to implement it, but basically, the executive is what it's saying. The studio and the film company has multiple in-house senior executives from among these groups. So those people who are responsible for the marketing thing, they have to be from those groups, those same groups, basically, the women, the racial, this, that, and the third. So I feel as though people will kind of maybe meet the groups that don't really matter to them, which is the in-house, the you know what I mean,
That's
behind the
that's
scenes
why,
thing.
That's why, yeah, that's why I don't get how it will stifle the art. Because there's ways around it.
Yeah.
If you don't want to, you mean like there's ways around, and even with a lot of films anyway, and shows and stuff, you get a lot of filler scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Just have two people lip syncing. Just have two girls lip syncing in the corner, or two guys lip syncing in the corner, and bang goes that tick.
No, but remember, this is why they've made it specific about the lead or significant supporting actors. If it's just regulars on
When
the
you
street,
think about
they
it,
don't care.
A lot of things these days are that anyway.
Mm.
I think if you say you have like a show that like pre some historical time and whatever, and there was no black people around, no lesbians around, no nothing around. I think it's to make it work. Just make sure that you tick two criteria where the people that working behind the scene
Yeah.
are from ethnic backgrounds or whatever disadvantaged backgrounds. And if you've got a film where people can get a chance to actually be on screen, then yeah, I think this is a good thing. Because I'm sick and tired every year anyway. People arguing about Oscars not being represented, people, black people not winning and this person not winning and all of that stuff.
Well,
If this will help it, let's do it.
but it kind of goes back to what you were just saying though. If it is that we kind of meet the criteria of the behind the scenes stuff, it can. I don't need to change my supporting, my lead actors and all them type of things there, innit?
Yeah.
As long as I've got the LGBs, the women and the racial groups working behind the scenes, responsible for marketing and all them things there, then I can leave the actual main cast how I want it. So is that really going to change things?
I already think anyway that with black people, that sadly we need to stop looking to these places to honor us and to reaffirm that. And we hear that conversation in music, and I think people tolerate it more in music when a rapper's saying, I haven't got this award, and people are like, oh yeah, but you're selling this, you're touring this, blah blah. But when it comes to film, I feel like people don't give them the same speech. But I personally feel like the same speech applies in both industries. It will be a shame, but I say got people like Tyler Perry doing what they're doing. Seen more Tyler Perrys.
This is true. Well, obviously, like you pretty much, like we just spoke about, yeah. I feel like with these criterias here, you can kind of meet the criteria by just doing the other things in it, where people don't really care about. So in terms of the representation and the marketing, and also the training opportunities and paid apprenticeships, you can kind of satisfy those requirements in every film. You know what I'm saying? And nobody will really care about it. It won't really change the actual output of the film. But I bring it up because I'm just thinking, what if we were to continue along this particular train of thinking, right? Where it spills over from the Oscars, for example, into the MTV Awards, and into the BAFTAs and all them other things, right? And people start to focus on the main thing, which is that, wait a minute, for films, I know this is a bit extreme, of course, but for films, what if we were to actually try to force these directors and writers to have people from different groups who are underrepresented into the films so that we can create a change? Would you guys still think that's a good thing?
No.
Okay, cool.
Say it one more time, sorry. I actually don't get it.
So basically, if they were to say, you know what, let's actually focus, let's just have one criteria, which is that for the lead and significant supporting actors, the actual general ensemble of the cast, the storyline, the subject matter, we were to kind of enforce certain laws, otherwise you won't get Oscars. Would that be a good thing? Even though the motivation is to try and bring more inclusivity and diversity.
I think it would be.
So if you would, so you're a writer, right? You're making a film this and the third.
Yeah.
You feel as though you wouldn't mind if they were like, look, for us to actually give you an award, if your film is actually good enough, make sure you tick off this. Your lead or your significant actors need to be either an Asian, Black American, someone from Hawaii, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Them type of things. Or 30% of all the actors in your thingy have to be from like two of those groups.
Yeah.
So women, racial group, LGBT or disabled. And the subject matter has to be centered on an underrepresented group. The same for women, racial, LGBT,
But when it says the subject matter, is that like the storyline, what the story's about?
Yes, yeah.
Has to be centered about an issue like that?
Yeah.
But that wouldn't make sense there, because then every film's going to be about the oppression.
Yeah.
No, sorry. One of those three. So one of those three. If they said to you, look, your lead or significant supporting actor has to be from this group.
Yeah.
Or the 30% of all the actors in your film.
Or.
Or.
Okay.
So one of these three, right?
Yeah, it can make that happen.
Are you sure that's talking to the actual storyline of the movie as opposed to just the actors?
Oh,
playing a
characters,
role?
yeah.
No, the storyline is one of those three. So what I'm saying is,
Yeah.
right, lead and supporting
Yeah.
actor,
Yeah.
the 30% of the cast,
Yeah.
and the storyline. So one of those three.
Okay. Okay.
So you either pick the storyline or you pick the lead.
Exactly.
But that's not, yeah. But that wouldn't. I don't think that would be an issue.
You wouldn't feel some type of way.
No, because when I go to the cinema, I'm seeing 98% white anyway. So if that became 70%, I wouldn't see an issue because again, for me, I feel like when you're casting, it's like we were talking about. I can't remember what we were talking about the other day, but if you're casting for the role. So whether that person is black, white, Asian, or whatever, it's the role, isn't it? Can the person deliver the role? And they can. So yes, they're 30% black, Asian, or whatever. But I think when I think about a lot of things I watch, it's 95+% white. So if I'm seeing less white people, I don't think that's an issue. I think what that means is then all the other ethnic minorities that are going to art school and busting and doing so much to try and get in the industry means they get a chance to get in the industry. I don't think that will affect anything unless you're picking a storyline. But again, you don't have to because if your storyline doesn't have to be about one of these society issues, then you just fulfill 30% of the cast being from another ethnic group.
All right, let me throw this in there, right? Last week, Rich was here, right? He's an actor, right? And we were talking about how experience can aid you in the playing of a particular role. If you're now implementing these things, right? Do you think potentially you're now bringing people to do a particular role that they can act, right? But the authenticity of the actual role isn't really being met because now you're forcing me to put I don't know someone of a particular background into a role that they have no experience in.
But that's the thing, though. We talked about this last week.
Yeah.
The people that are that play a certain role in TV and in real life, they're not that. They're not what they played. It's because we believe that's how they lived in real life because they're great actors. So it's not about I don't think opening up statistics means that you then will settle with mediocre people. No, because again, for the role, you're still going with good actors and actresses, and you have that out there. So I don't think. I don't know if what I'm saying is it translating out? What I'm thinking in my head. I don't think it's gonna be an issue. I don't think it's gonna be an issue. If you're hiring for like we talked about last week, you're hiring for a gay role, and it's a straight guy playing it, but he's great at it because he's a great actor. Same way you got a gay role and you got a straight guy playing it because he's a great actor. So in the same way, unless it's like a thing where you're doing a film on Viola Davis, now you got Becky with the good hair playing her. That's different. That impacts the story. But if that's not the case, I don't think it can impact the story.
But say me and you now, we're great actors now. We're the best in this room, right? But because of diversity laws now, they're shunning us for these guys here.
Yeah, but that's the thing though.
Even though they're good as well.
They're not shunning us for these guys in this room because there's other rooms with other great people in there. So you just got to pick one of those great people there.
No, but I'm kind of making that all of that in the same room kind of thing. So let's just say now, we're the best qualified for this job, but because we're not LGB or because we're not,
You need to be finishing them letters when you say that.
LGBTQ+.
You're not part of the community. Just say part of the community.
Yeah, because you're not part of that community, right?
Yeah.
We now are not necessarily going to get that role.
Yeah.
It's not unfair.
No, because again, disadvantaged groups have to sit back and watch people who are mediocre get stuff that they know they can do better. But because they are disadvantaged groups, they can't get it. There's a lot of black actors who will sit back and watch a white man play, even though race is not important to that character. They've watched mediocre white people or Caucasian people play the roles that they know that they could do better in. In the same way, it works the same way with people within the LGBTQ community, where I sit back and I'm watching someone who wouldn't do a great of a job for that. So I think if they're gonna get some kind of benefit, then they can. But again, my mind doesn't work to believe that there's like 5 great actors within that community. If you cast your audition net far and wide enough, you will find people. Again, if they're going to be doing all these apprenticeships and stuff, that means they're going to be young, rising actors that you can mentor, you can nurture and whatever, and they're going to be great. I don't think implementing these rules means that we're about to start seeing a whole bunch of mediocre. Anyone can just come off the high street and just audition because you're gay now, or because I'm a black woman, I'm going to get the role. I feel like there's still going to be a level of standard met within that.
They're going to have to, though, because I feel like otherwise there'll be a lot of uproar.
Yeah.
So the standard has
It's just
to be
giving
high.
people, I feel like it's giving people an opportunity who would never really typically have the opportunity. It's just making them now a point of contact. Same way with a lot of companies now do the whole thing about, hiring, you have to have this certain amount of black people within your company. That doesn't mean so you can be a white person who's great or whatever, but that doesn't mean there's not black people that are great as well. It's just what it does. It just allows more people who are greater, who have studied, who work on the art. It gives them that doorway to come in.
I'm agreeing with you, but I don't necessarily think that sometimes those people are the best. And what that is now basically saying to the people is, you don't necessarily have to be the best to get this role. Because like in the example I was saying, me and you are the best.
But that's the thing, though. Them saying that the presence of one is not the absence of the other.
Yes.
Them saying you have to belong to this community does not mean you have to be mediocre and belong to this community, because there'll be people who belong in the community who will not get a job for shit. Know why? Because they're bad actors. Do you get what I mean? So again, it's not. I don't think them saying because we want black women or we want people from the LGBTQ community, that means that you come as you are mediocre. No, because within those communities, there's a lot of people within those communities. So as a black woman, I have to make sure my craft is sick, because there's another black woman who might get the role over me because she's better than me. So within the LGBTQ community, there might be a gay guy who gets the role over me, even though I'm a gay guy, because he's better than me. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's going to open the floodgates for mediocrity.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't want you to make the example too extreme, where I'm saying that if somebody from that group is mediocre, they should still get it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you're in a room with other great actors. Because remember, we know in films, loads of great actors go for the role, right? But only one gets chosen. And I'm just basically saying, what if you and I, Yusuf, whatever, we're the best for that role, right? We are the clear best. But because there's another great actor, they're great. I'm not saying they're mediocre, they're great, but they're not better than me, right? They should still get it simply because they're underrepresented.
I think personally, I think that's fair. Okay. We talked about this early TDA days and like companies and stuff and hiring. Yeah, I think they should get it.
Okay.
Because otherwise, then this is exactly why they put the rule in place, because they would never get jobs.
Okay, let's kind of see it from the other angle, guys, right? Do you feel as though if that was now implemented, potentially you could be closing the door on other people from that same underrepresented group? So what I mean by that is, for example, say Marks and Yusuf now are the best at the particular group that you're from, right? But then you guys are always the guys we come to. So every film now that we want a particular person from that group to be in, like we come to you guys. Kind of like the Mexican guy we were talking about last week, where it's like he's the go-to guy. And so other Mexicans don't get a try because you're the most reliable, you're the most experienced. So we only go for you. Couldn't that be something that now messes up the rest of the people in that particular industry?
I hear it, but then they need to also understand that there's not only one person for that job.
This is it.
I think a lot of industries are like that though anyway.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen though. We're human beings. Because you remember, you're not doing it out of love. You're doing it because I have to. You're forcing me to do it. This is why I don't believe in hindering people's freedoms, because now it's like I'm just doing a ticking exercise.
I think that could happen, but I think that will happen in minor roles.
Okay.
I don't think it'll happen I don't think the star of every movie will be the same person. But you might have a lot of people, the same people in minor roles. I mean, because this is still a film business at the end of the day. No one's... Directors, showrunners, they ain't going to let that ruin their art. They're going to find loopholes in how they can best help these rules serve them, as opposed to just following these rules to the T. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you don't think like even... Because like we even see it with Tarantino films, right? You know, he's always got the same guys. Yeah. Always the Samuel L. Jackson. There's always going to be you know what I mean? Certain guys like his go-to. You don't feel as though people may kind of adopt that same thing? Because it'll still be like a different film.
Well, if it happens already, then I guess there's no change if it already happens. Because you have directors who have their favorites, that you have their friends, and they give their friends roles and what. So if it already happens, then I guess this ain't nothing new then.
All right. But what do you think about that particular idea? If they were to implement that?
I wasn't listening.
I'm doing two things at once.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought you had it, to be honest. I thought you were going to tag Mags in at some point, but it was just you and Esther going. So.
Yeah, I was going to go that way.
All right.
All right.
Actually, you know what I think about
it? Yeah, exactly. Mark's kind of
I think it's all, not like foolishness. Like, I get it, but I'm not. I think people should get things on merit. And I think anybody that worked hard to get where they are and any positions they're in should be allowed to do whatever they want with it. All that nepotism and stuff or whatever. It's just a game, man. Yeah, like saying like you're like I don't like people dictating to man what they have to do about my lead has to be this or the story has to be this or whatever. Of course, there's bare films that's not gonna affect because people are just gonna do what they're doing anyway. But it's just attitude and the mindset to me. I wouldn't like it if I was the director, if I was the writer, I wouldn't like anybody telling me what I have to do. So the idea of it doesn't really work for me. You get me? I'd rather just leave people to do what they're doing. But that's just me.
Okay. I want to read out something that Mr. Fernan said, right? He said, there's no such thing as meritocracy when certain demographics have had advantages their whole acting life in comparison to others. Is that true? Because now this particular group has had advantages like their whole life, how we then now want to talk about merit when they're already at that level, you know what I'm saying? And other people now who, again, may have the same skill, but because they're not part of that advantage group, don't really get a chance. How do we now bring them to the forefront?
And what are you saying? This is the way?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. But you know,
It's like what you're saying. People are gonna get missed. People are gonna get missed out anyway. Like you're saying, when you go to the certain demographics and you go to the people, it's just gonna be the same people that's always getting used in that. So like, it's the same kind of thing's gonna happen. It's not just gonna like spread down to everybody. I don't think you could control these kind of things. And with anything, there's always loopholes in that, innit? There's always loopholes in, like their cast and all that. The bare people, the diversity would just be bare the sound man and makeup artists and thing. You get me? It's not gonna affect their. But I don't know. I mean, do you think it was a problem that needed addressing?
I mean, because I'm not I'm not in the industry at all, right? But so I may not necessarily see it as an issue, but I'm not somebody who's an aspiring actor who's struggled with getting roles and this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? But I kind of use the same principle across the board, and I don't think that you should be taking away people's freedoms for what you may call as the greater good. I really don't believe that. I believe it's going to have a repercussion in other areas of life where it doesn't really pay to do that. So if you're forcing me, I'm an artist, I'm a writer, I'm a director, you're forcing me to put people into my film that I don't want to be there for reasons that I have, personal reasons, whatever it may be.
You're a film fan?
Yeah.
Do you feel underrepresented in films that you watch in your spare time?
No.
Do you find yourself watching movies thinking, this is bullshit?
No.
Never.
No, I don't think so. No.
And that's probably Do you ever felt like that?
No, because I watch a lot of black movies. I have a lot of black movies. I've watched black movies my whole entire life.
Exactly.
Got a massive collection of black films. So to me, I don't ever feel that.
I feel that way when I watch stuff like the pharaohs and stuff, the Egyptians.
Oh, that Gods of Egypt was stupid.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous, though.
Yeah.
Like, whoever's done the casting of that was... like, that was really... And I think anybody watching that should feel like that. Like, that was stupid. Like, absolutely stupid. You get what I'm trying to say? And you know what, though? Because when that stuff came out in Egypt and all that, yeah, they were saying that, like, when they make them kind of movies and all that, they're saying, like, if you look like the leads now are always white, and then like it's always the slaves and that are
black,
people of color and black or that, whatever. And so maybe it's because of stuff like that where they want to put these things in place, or things like that can't really happen or less.
Yeah. I understand it, but I think obviously I don't want to make this about like politics and all them type of things there, yeah. But I feel like people who kind of forget that. Like, I just feel like if you're taking away people's thingies, like, I don't think it ever, long term anyway, ends up being a good thing. I don't think so. I really don't think so.
If you go tell people they got to work within parameters, it must do something to stifle creativity in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So, are you against affirmative action then?
Pretty much, yeah. To some
Okay.
degree, yeah. I don't really think that that's the best way to get the to get the desired aim. I don't think so. Okay. I think it does help, but kind of like what I was saying before, you then get a situation where it's like, it's just a ticking exercise. Yeah, we've got 2 blacks in here. Yeah. That's fine. Yeah. But they may not be the best for the job. So what about the other black person who's amazing and are struggling to get in because now you just got in some regular black guy that you can control?
But if you had 2 candidates who were kind of on the same level, let's say one was white, one was black.
Yeah.
Let's say the white candidate was a bit better than the black one. Not the margin wasn't crazy, but it was better. Would you hire the black person still, or would you hire the white person?
Oh, as in me myself personally.
You personally, yeah.
Yeah, I hire the black person.
Yeah.
But I think that's just because of how I see things, see life, right? But also because I believe I can train that black person to that level because that margin's not large. But if that margin is large, and I've got to do a hell of a lot of work, and I'm paying him, the black guy, the same amount of money, I don't see why I'm doing that.
But I don't think affirmative action negates merit.
It doesn't.
So that same question though, would you encourage a company, like obviously you being about, black representation, would you encourage a company, say, I don't know, JP Morgan, to adopt that same philosophy where if you have 2 candidates, one white, one black, and let's say the white candidate is a bit better, let's say the white candidate's a 10 and the black candidate's an 8.5, right? Okay. Would you encourage white corporations to adopt that philosophy? You know what? Because we're trying to fill a quota, or just even just being fair, giving people opportunity. Would you then say hire the 8.5 as opposed to hiring the 10 because the 8.5 is black?
But then I think that's kind of, it's just not fair. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy who's a 10 worked hard to become a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Why am I rewarding 8.5?
1, because 8.5 isn't bad.
It's not bad, but it's not.
2, because the 8.5 might have faced so much, barriers to where his progression has been stifled somewhat. So it's like he needs that opportunity.
Yeah,
I mean,
don't get me wrong. I get the reasoning behind it, but I just don't necessarily think that's the best way to go about it.
Are we saying you'd hire someone that's at 8.5 instead of the 10?
If the 8.5 is black, yeah, and I need to represent. If I felt like I wanted to, have black employees and a black business and help put money in black people's pockets, then yeah, I would.
What about if you wanted to be the best you can be and have your business give it the best chance of succeeding? What about that? Wouldn't that be more important?
Again, that's why I used 8.5 and 10. I didn't say 5 and 10. 8.5 to me, like Iman said, even with training, I can help you get to a 10. So, but my answer is still yes. I would.
Okay.
Because Kanye hires all white people.
Kanye?
Yeah.
Well, but that's his prerogative.
I don't think it's because they can do what he needs them to do. And he just likes to hire white people.
I mean, like, again, to kind of go back to what you're saying, Ben, about affirmative actions, not necessarily about...
Yeah, because you said that you don't agree with affirmative action, and then the example you used was based on the merit.
Merit, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's not really a good example. I don't fully agree with it because of what I believe can happen, like I was saying earlier.
But hold on, question though. So with the new black, what type of company are you trying to make that in terms of its employees, white or black?
I mean, it needs to be majority black, innit?
Yeah,
the black-owned thing, black, everything black.
Yeah, so what if? But that's what I'm saying. So companies can adopt that philosophy where they want their. So for example, right? Let's just say you want the new black to be all black, right?
Okay.
But let's just say you're getting a lot of candidates, and they're not
as good.
They're not as good as you want them to be. CVs ain't great. Interviews ain't going great, right? You're gonna keep pursuing until you find those black gems as opposed to going white, right? Because you want this company to be black no matter what.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
No, but because it's still a business. This is not a hobby project.
No,
so.
and that's the question. So for example, let's just say, for whatever reason, your dream of having the new black be completely black represented didn't go the way you want it to go. This is to you as well, Brian, of course. You'd be happy to have white employees.
Exceptional whites are welcome over here, man. We're not missing no meals.
No, I'm asking.
Like, what are we doing here? We want the best. We want the best for ourselves.
The thing is, you lot are negating my question. I'm not trying to even catch you lot out. I'm asking a simple question.
No.
Would you be happy for the new black to be all white employees?
All white?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, cool.
No.
we can start here. We can get going. All white.
Okay. No, not at all.
80% white.
No.
60% white.
But
Wait, no. Carry on. 60% white.
no, it can't be no majority white.
So
Because remember,
What
but
about
that's-
49 and
that's
51?
that's a question I'm getting though. Because you know what it is. This is the problem I'm having right now. I feel like everything you lot stand for
Yeah.
is blackness,
yeah.
black representation. I feel like I've been on this show for quite a long time, and I feel like you guys would favor black people over white people. So to hear that you're not for affirmative action, you're not for diversity, you're not for this, is like, it's surprising to me because I feel like that's what you lot always talk about.
Let me
Why
get
did you qualify the whole affirmative action
You know what I
stuff?
mean?
Because
Yeah.
initially what you said, it didn't give enough information. to-
Example of that.
We're hearing if you get a white Mr. Rotation, you get a white better shade queen.
Yeah.
We out.
I'm like, this is not what you lot
But you
were
have to
talking about.
let me add a bit more context here. The other day, Christy sent me something, about Rap TV. Oh yeah, yeah. And I said,
that's for her.
big up Christy.
I said the same thing as well.
Yeah, cool. And I sent to you, Esther, right? And this is basically about the people who I believe started the rumor of Jamie Foxx being still in hospital, finished
Yeah.
basically, right?
Yeah.
And his daughter had to come out. So I'm doing like some red and roll. Sorry about that.
No, y'all 2 for 4. We did the 50 Cent one. It's great. Less time. We can leave. We can leave when we need to.
But basically, yeah. So basically, the question is, wait a minute, Rap TV, they're saying they represent, I guess, whatever the ethos is, right?
Yeah.
And you know, their positioning in this black industry. You go to the Instagram page, their website, everything's black, right? But yeah, it's white and Jewish people in the background that's controlling everything. Everyone in the senior positions,
Yeah.
all of them, right?
Yeah.
Makes you think about a potential agenda. But fine. Look at the industry they're in. Look at the industry TMB is going to be in. How can we say we're representing and giving a voice to black people and have white people giving us that voice?
That's what I was
It's
the
impos-
question.
That's what I'm saying. So it wouldn't make sense to have white people like that.
Yeah.
But if we was just a company making computers, right?
Yeah, but
I
you're
have
not.
to look
Yeah,
at
but you're not. And
That's what I'm trying to say to you.
Yeah, no, but I'm not asking you this question based on a hypothetical company making computers. I'm
Yeah.
asking you the question based on the new black. So let's take the new black as what it is,
Yeah.
the mission statement and what you want it to be.
Yeah.
So it goes back to my original point
Mm.
of if you had a black employee who's at 8.5 or a
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
10, being that your goal is to make this company black run,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm assuming you would pick the 8.5 black over the 10 white.
Yeah, but this is why I gave you the example of, like, for me, right,
Yeah.
I would, cool, because I can train up that particular person.
Yeah.
And also, because of the company that it is, this is about black representation, not just behind the scenes, but in the front. Black people talking about black culture, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that 10 from the white guy really isn't a 10, it's a 6, because he can't talk about the things and do the things that 8.5 can do, because automatically it doesn't take the requirement of having experience and being a black person. But this is why I liken the whole thing to a computer thing, for example, or any other type of business that doesn't really touch on race-related issues, right? It's different. There's no race, there's no culture element to it. It's just down to, are you good at this? Are you good at that? And in that particular setting, I can understand why I would pick the 10, the white person who's a 10, because the reality is you're better than this guy who's 8.5. Why should I risk my business because of some quota? Why? He's better. You know what I'm saying? If we're both 8.5, I could be like, okay, cool, you know what? Or both 10s, But he's better. He's worked hard to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was born white, yeah, but with being born white, he wasn't born with automatic 5 points. He had to work to get to be a 10. You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. But hearing you speak and, just the way you back black people and just the movement and this, to me, kind of contradicts what I believe you're about.
Okay.
But, yeah.
But how though? Because remember, I've always said, black people, without me going off on off on one, right? I don't think there's anything black people can't do. So my thing is, if we're gonna do something for black people, we can get the best of the black people, and they will be the best. Period. You know, I don't believe I have to get a subpar black. Do you get where I'm coming from? So the best of the best would be black. That's how I see it.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah, man, I said that the white people that we hire, He wants them to work in the cafeteria, in the kitchen, taking out the rubbish, the cleaners.
No, but
This,
like
this is real. Like, Max, I know you saying that you can't trust anything. I'm saying this is what he said.
no, but like Mark was saying though, like
Nightfall, I can't chime in. Yusuf is asking Emmanuel questions.
what happened?
For you, a little vocal, ain't you?
Yeah, but like Mark's pretty much said there, like you want the best. Excellence is the main thing. You know what I'm saying? But I feel as though in a black company with the ethos of black people, right,
Yeah.
at the forefront, how is the best going to be white when we're talking about the promoting of black, everything black? You automatically can't necessarily meet us at a certain level. If that makes sense.
You answered my question in regards to that.
Cool.
So.
sorry.
Passion.
But I think we can move on, man. Unless you guys want to say something. Don't look
Next
at the time.
headlines.
Chrissy seems to think that you kind of favor whites over blacks, to be honest.
Impossible.
I don't know why.
Nobody ever will say it. All right, so our next headline takes us to Sudan, where the Sudan Armed Forces, the SAF, have accused the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, the RSF, of attacking worshippers in a church in Omdurman, which is a city adjacent to the capital, Khartoum. The army, in a statement on Sunday, claimed RSF shot at worshippers in the blessed church of Omdurman against international humanitarian law and established customs. But in a Twitter post, the RSF denied that it had attacked the church and instead accused an extremist group aligned with the SAF of being behind the attack. The force also accused SAF of assassinating an official of the Football Federation, Amir Asabala, and other killings in the capital. Earlier, SAF had accused RSF of attacking 2 hospitals in Khartoum and urged the international community to recognize the group as a terrorist organization. Violence continues in the country despite a deal signed in Saudi Arabia last week, which requires the warring sides to facilitate humanitarian aid and to protect civilians. Next headline, trigger warning here, and at least 33 people were killed when gunmen opened fire on vegetable farmers in the jihadist hit region of Burkina Faso. This was said by the governor on Saturday. A state of emergency has been enforced in 8 of Burkina Faso's 13 regions since March, 8 out of 13. The attack on the farmers happened on Thursday evening around 1700. He said the village of Yulu in the department of Chiriba in Mohun province suffered a cowardly and barbaric terrorist attack. The government targeted peaceful civilians who were farming along the river, he said. He being the governor, Babo Pierre Basinga. And he also added that the provisional death toll included 33 people. Local sources said heavily armed assailants on motorcycles had fired indiscriminately on the farmers, and the victims were buried on the Friday. And the last headline is a bit of a wild one, yeah? And basically, the US Senator, John Neely Kennedy, has come out, and listen to what he said. He said Mexicans would be eating cat food out of a can and living in a tent behind Outback Steakhouse restaurants if it were not for their nation's proximity to the US, and their country should be invaded because of the presence of drug cartels there. This is crazy. So the Louisiana's Republicans' racist remarks drew strong condemnation from Mexico's Foreign Affairs Secretary, Marcelo Ebrard, who called Kennedy a profoundly ignorant man. Mexico's President Obrador, meanwhile, urged 37 million Americans of Mexican descent, along with other Latinos in the US, not to vote for people with this very arrogant, very offensive, and very foolish mentality in the future. Kennedy's rant came on Wednesday during the Senate Appropriations Subcommittee hearing that in part focused on the Drug Enforcement Administration's budget, the DEA's budget. Kennedy told DEA Administrator Ann Milgram that she and other members of the Biden White House should pressure Lopez Obrador to let U.S. military and law enforcement officials storm into his country and stop the cartels. Kennedy said, make them a deal he can't refuse. Pardon me. And that's it for the headlines.
Thank you. Let's get into Word on Road. Okay, my first news is like so exciting to me. I'm so proud of her. So there's a Nigerian chef. Her name is Hilda Baci. And basically, she set out to break the Guinness World Record for the longest cooking marathon by an individual. The
How long was
time,
it?
sorry?
How long was it?
So the previous holder is an Indian lady, and her name is Lata Tondon. She's actually based in London. She's an Indian chef, and she got 87 hours and 45 minutes. Hilda set out to do 96 hours. She started Thursday at 4 p.m. and she's broken the record, but she's still going. She's got 6 hours left.
Still cooking.
She's still cooking. She's been cooking for 4 days since Thursday, 4 p.m. I'm so proud of her. Like, I don't even have the words. I'm stupid proud of her. So officially, she has broken the record because she's got Insta Live. She is at 90 hours and 5 minutes at the moment. And she's going to be done 4 p.m. today, God willing. So basically, with every hour that she cooks, she earns herself 5 minutes rest.
Okay.
So with a day...
Which makes sense, because I was thinking, how is she 4
Yeah,
days?
but if you think about... Because I remember last time I watched it, when I watched it yesterday, she earned herself an hour's rest. So she's been cooking for 96... So if she does 96 hours, I feel like she probably would have got maybe 4 hours rest or something.
Another Indian lady too.
Sorry?
Huh?
Oh, she's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. I'm so proud of her, yeah. People would have been eating... I want to taste the food. Do you know what I need, yeah? Because remember when Salt Bay went viral? Now he has a restaurant, wherever. I need her to have a restaurant because I will be going when I go to Nigeria. I'm so, like, incredibly proud of her. It's so amazing. Obviously, she's got, like, sponsorships and all that kind of stuff. Sis has been cooking every dish you can imagine. Like, people have had dinner, then they have breakfast, then they have brunch, then they have lunch. Like, she's been cooking... And people have also been saying how the quality of the food has not dipped once. Like, sis is on job with everything. I'm so proud of her. And of course, she's had a lot of like celebrities go and support her. Tiwa Savage was there. There's been a lot of people. People can even get discount codes.
Is
on
she a
Uber.
celebrity chef or just a normal?
No, she's just a normal chef.
Okay.
She won a competition though for jollof rice, like a Nigerian competition, stuff like that. I think she won like $5,000, I believe. So she wasn't. I don't think she wasn't like a celebrity before. Who's
this?
Who?
This one.
That's the chef.
That's Hilda?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Hilda.
Interesting.
Obviously, makeup and lighting and stuff like that, and she's been cooking for 96 hours. I don't think this is the time that you want to be doing all of this. Like,
No, because
I was Googling.
even I'm confused. I'm like, huh?
Let's get back in the pot.
I was already in the car. You got dropped out. But yeah, so I'm really, really proud of her. I'm so excited for her. People have been there. They've been like throwing like kind of like a party just to keep her spirits alive. They've been singing to her. People have been performing. Like, it's been such a vibe. Like, just looking at the videos and stuff, it's been such a vibe. Like, they've had a host as well. I'm so proud of her, man. So she's officially broken it, and her target is 96 hours. So that's sick, and it's also really cool because the lady who had the previous record, she also posted on Instagram. So Chef Lata, she posted on Instagram and said, "All the best, Hilda, and I hope to see you on the official site of Guinness Book of World Records soon." I feel like that's just so encouraging. Like, women supporting women is just beautiful. And that lady as well, she did a TED talk as well, talking about breaking that record. So I'm excited for what's to come for Hilda, because that discipline is mad, and to just have the mind and to just 96 hours. Honey.
The restaurant?
Sorry?
Anybody just turn up to the restaurant?
It's not, no, but so it's where she's cooking is not a restaurant. It's like it's like this space, and they kind of created a kitchen.
Okay.
So imagine like a set.
Yeah.
Well, basically, it's got like a lot of outdoor space. Yeah. So there's like bare people coming in and out and like partying and all that kind of stuff. But she's secluded, basically, and then you can kind of go. You can only go as far, basically, while she's cooking and stuff. But she's had like good sponsorships, obviously. Everything she needs. Huh?
She's sleeping.
Not exactly. So she's had like little naps. So for every hour she does, she earns 5 minutes rest. Yeah, I don't know how to do that math, but yeah. So it's like an hour, maybe like a day, an hour sleep for a day, for 24 hours maybe. And obviously you can't miss your alarm or anything like that. It's so cute. And her mum was there as well, and her parents have been there as well, supporting her. And like, it's proper sick, man. Like, the outpouring of love from the community has just been so warm to see. I hate that there's been some political leaders who have obviously gone for photo ops and whatever. I think, well, we're very proud of you. Well, shut up, because people in Nigeria who achieve great things don't achieve that because of the government support or because of things that they've put in place. They achieve it because of how they are. And it annoys me that they use that as their political thing now, because the governor, he was talking about, Nigerians, it's just the youth, and shut up, because there's the same youth that you killed. So, there's that. But big up Hilda. Big up Hilda. That's absolutely amazing. And yeah, 4 p.m. she would have done 96 hours of show cooking. And then obviously I was going to talk about the whole 50 Cent Starz thing. So basically, episodes leaked, blah, blah. They all reacted to it. Woody McLean, he said he feels like Kane because he knows who leaked it. And then Braden, he said, he's got a picture of him and Tariq and some other guy. Then he goes, this is the guy who leaked it to mess with our massive ratings. So I feel like they're all kind of just joking about.
Because obviously I get it.
What can you
The
do?
ratings are going to drip.
It
drop.
is.
Yeah.
But I feel like I haven't seen a lot of people talking about they're going to watch it anyway. So hopefully it wouldn't because of that. But 50 Cent said, give it up for the only network that leaks its biggest shows. He says, great work, guys. You know that man didn't use allegedly. But people are basically saying that 50 Cent did it. They're saying he did it because I guess if this is his last season with them, he's leaving them, you're going to have to do it. Like, you know,
why do you think he's doing it though?
Because he's messing with their money as well. Because he's already signed. Season 4's already go ahead. He's already signed with whoever it is that he's signed with. So he's messing with their money too. Because they're not going to get the money they should get from the ratings and stuff like that. So, and he's petty. You know, that man will lose anything just for a chance to be petty.
No, you're right.
But yeah, and then what else do I have for you? Yeah, then Jamie Foxx, you man said about Rap TV. They're the ones who are behind it. But his daughter basically came out and she said, update from the family. Sad to see how the media runs wild. My dad has been out of the hospital for weeks, recuperating. In fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday. Thanks for everyone's praise and support. We have an exciting work announcement coming next week too. So it appears Jamie Foxx is good. And Rap TV just started a rumour. And the rumour they started was basically that his loved ones are preparing for the West. And it's crazy because everyone literally picked up, like every Sky, Yahoo, everybody was reporting it.
Yeah.
And then so some guy on TikTok basically did a whole video going to Google who is behind Rap TV. And it's all, like Iman was saying, they're all white men. And there were some guys, some black guys saying how they basically hired him to be like head of something, to do like content or whatever. And while I feel like he had signed a contract or whatever, and they just randomly messaged him and said, oh, sorry, we've gotten rid of this position now. And so it's interesting that they're all white there, but yeah, that happened.
Where's that from, Brent?
Poor man's tennis.
Pickleball.
Oh.
And then rumours that I really hope is not true, honey. I hope it's not true. But also, in the media scene, there is a lot of, what's it called? Publicity stunts. What's it when you're in a relationship or you agree to be in a relationship, you're not really in a relationship? There's a word for it. But anyways, basically people get together in relationships to help each other's images and to gain something. And it's basically strategic. They're not actually in love. It's a thing. It's a media thing. But basically there's rumours circulating, TMZ reported, that Jonathan Majors and Meagan Good are allegedly
dating.
They didn't say allegedly. I am. Because I just refuse for this to be true. So obviously I've told you guys about Jonathan Majors and he's currently facing assault charges. And all of that is still ongoing. And of course, Meagan Good, she was married to Devon Franklin for 9 years and they officially divorced as well. I was actually looking into all of that stuff. I didn't know she had a solo interview with Essence. Really, really good interview. I absolutely loved reading through it. But basically, she's not the one who called the divorce. He called the divorce. And she did not see it coming either. But she said she has no hate in her heart and he's still a very lovely person, a good person. It's just, it just didn't work out. And she said she doesn't regret their relationship, doesn't regret their marriage, doesn't regret anything that happened. It's just he was there for that season and that's basically that. But there's no word from either of them that they are going out with each other. So it will be interesting. Because obviously the lady who's alleging that the main story, the first one, is what people will come out,
right?
was his girlfriend. So if you're dating Meagan Good, how do you have a girlfriend? But then again, men be men in, so it's just that.
Why are you so unhappy about it?
I want better for her. I think I want a cleaner image for her. She's too good for him. I wouldn't be dating a guy if he's currently in court for abuse charges. When all of that's sorted out, then we can see what's going on here. But I'm not getting involved in all of that messiness. Yeah. And she's got a good show on Amazon Prime. Obviously, I know he does Marvel stuff, but he's getting fired left, right, and center. I'm not missing my bag for love. That is so dead. That's really what it is. But
I hear you.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. That's all from me. Let's get into the People's Journal.
All right, guys, welcome to the People's Journal. I'll give you the news from an economics point of view. How many of you lot been in a Tesla?
Me, I have.
I'm getting one.
Serious?
Yeah, it's nice, man.
Cheers.
Lovely car's beautiful.
I don't think I've been in one. Actually, I have. I think I have actually.
Okay, cool.
Actually, no, I haven't. I don't know.
All right, no, okay, but obviously, you guys know that they're known for obviously being electric or whatever, but also self-driving, innit? Do you guys trust that self-driving feature?
No.
All of you said no. Brent, what about you?
Yeah, I'd sit behind the wheel.
I'll try it for a
and
little
let it,
short journey.
Go. It's quite good.
Okay, so you wouldn't sit in the passenger and allow the thing just to be turning?
Yeah, I would.
Serious?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
Would you do it for a long haul trip or do you just do it
Yeah.
down the road?
Long haul trip, especially on the motorways and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Obviously, I could be part of the beta program, innit?
Okay.
But so far, I think it's been good. A lot of people use it.
Well, I say that because the UK's first driverless bus is beginning passenger service in Edinburgh.
Yeah, that's alright though. That's like a tram.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Drive,
drive.
driverless. That's alright.
Bus is a bit
No,
different,
but
obviously.
no. Trams, you're on an actual track that you follow.
Yeah.
That's different than the bus.
Yeah. It's different.
But
So
when I get on the bus, I don't really think about the driver anyway. I just assume it's going to take me where I need to go.
because you know there's a driver.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but
So
with
wait. Sorry.
go on.
So you wouldn't get on a bus, Brent?
That's not what I
On a
said.
driverless? No, I'm asking. Okay, sorry. I apologize. Accountability. Would you get on a driverless bus?
Sorry, I was being pathetic for a moment. Sorry, what was that again? Running back me again.
I don't know how you play with me. I don't know why you play with me when you know how I am. Carry on.
Sorry,
Carry on.
Esther. It was just us two, man. We had a moment.
I told you I've got PTSD.
God.
Still get the shakes.
I would get in a bus that has a driverless driver.
Okay.
You're so dramatic. Just say I would go on a bus that doesn't have a driver. I said a driverless driver.
Sorry.
What about you guys? Yusuf, would you get in a bus?
Yeah, I would.
Serious?
Not a taxi, but because the bus is bigger, it doesn't crash, there's less chance I'm going to die.
So would you stand in the middle just in case? So if it crashes,
Maybe
you're
I
not on
do,
the
maybe I
side,
don't.
you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Because you like say you're on the side now and it crashes, right? And
yeah.
it hits that side, you're kind of finishing it, but you don't know where the crash is going to be. So if you're in the middle.
I'm just, in my mind, I was imagining a head-on collision.
All right, cool. All right. Well, yeah, man, this is what it's looking like. I guess to some degree, we kind of could tell in the future this is how things will be in it.
See, they're basically trying to get rid of us. They're not going to need us anymore. They're taking our jobs.
Listen, when we were talking about the AI model and you guys were not understanding with ASOS and that, well, you're all ASOS now.
Well, in
What, the mediocre jobs?
All right.
yeah,
The quote-unquote mediocre? Yeah, Karen's on mark, so people understand the reference, right? If it is, you don't. It's just a callback.
Not to mediocre jobs.
Yes.
Oh, so you're acknowledging that they are mediocre jobs.
No, I'm just putting it to
Period.
you.
So if you're referring to it, I mean that must be
That means
acknowledgement.
it rings true to you.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
It rings true to your
So
ears.
AI basically is taking over the mediocre jobs.
We'll have an AI lawyer one day.
They got the DLR anyway. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, but DLR,
yeah.
yeah.
on the track and that.
Yeah, but it's still driverless.
What if they just set tracks for buses now?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they
do
did
that.
trams.
You get
No,
tram.
because when you go to Croydon, if you go to I don't know what you are laughing about. I'm about to put all of you to shame. When you go to Croydon, yeah, the traffic light stops and then the tram goes. It's on the trams are on the main road, the same road that the bus goes off, that you go on with your tricycle, that you go on with your Jeep. It's the same road the trams are on, and all they have to do, if you know the bus stops, all the bus has to do is stop when it gets to the next bus stop.
okay, I get what you're trying
What's
to say.
funny now?
So you're basically saying the bus will
Everyone's a
become,
joker.
but you're basically saying the bus will become a tram.
But if it's driverless, it is basically. It's just we
then
call
it's
it a
not a
bus.
bus.
It's basically the same thing.
No, but no, it is
bus
no, but
shape.
trams can't deviate from the actual track, whereas a bus with wheels, the roads are unpredictable. Anything can happen.
That's why I
It's
said
different.
put tracks on them, and then they're not deviating.
Oh, you
left
said
or
put
right.
tracks.
That's how this conversation started. I said put
didn't
tracks
hear-
on them,
I know you said that.
and then basically that's the same thing.
So basically, eliminate buses. That's have trams everywhere. Then
It's a bus. It's still a bus. It's still red.
I'll just
And double decker.
Yeah, because that's what I'm talking to myself. I'm studying Khan. I don't get paid to come up with ideas. I just made a suggestion. I don't have to sort out the technicals of it all.
All right. Anyway, so basically, this bus here, despite it being driverless, the bus will operate with 2 staff on board. Because obviously, it's just now being rolled out, innit?
Oh,
But-
so
Like a plane.
creating jobs.
Thank you very much, Brent. It's creating jobs.
No, they're not. Oh, yeah, it is. Because a bus driver has 1 driver usually.
There you go. So for those people who are kind of scared, like I was saying the other day, scared of technology and things like that, you never know. Obviously, this won't be forever though, innit? Because eventually, I guess years down the line, when it becomes more reliable and whatnot, people won't be there, innit? But yeah, man, it seems like we're going there, man. So yeah, that's what that situation is. It's going to begin today in Edinburgh. Also, I just want to touch on the whole 100% mortgages, like we spoke about last week. Just in case you guys are aware, as in people listening or whatever, buyers and banks need to be very careful with 100% mortgages. This is according to what the Bank of England's been saying, right? So they're saying, obviously, we kind of, in effect, don't want the same situation as prior to 2008. You know what I'm saying? Where everyone was just getting a mortgage easily. You know what I'm saying? And then people, when they default on their situation now, just collapse the whole economy. But even just on a personal level, are you able to maintain it? So right now, Skipton's, they're one of the front runners of this 100% mortgage scheme. And what they're requiring from people is 12 months of on-time rental payments and good credit history, which, to be fair, I think is all right, man. A lot of people, obviously, who are renting should have their on-time thingy, especially direct debit. And if they got good credit history, it seems like a no-brainer for you if that's what you kind of want to go for, pardon me. But yeah, some people are basically saying you have to be careful of it because if you can't manage it now, that's it pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It's the same type of situation as before. Like if you default, like if you're renting and you can't continue your rent payments, obviously the landlord could just kick you out, or you can beg the landlord for this, that, and the third, or whatever. You know what I mean? That's the extent of it. But if you've got a home and you default on your payments and they take it from you, that's that asset gone. That's your credit history messed up, and you know what I'm saying? So obviously the risks are there. So yeah, Bank of England is pretty much warning people to be careful about that particular deal before you go into it. Also, last few things, just not much to really touch on, and this is just that the UK grew, but only weakly, as in opposite strong, in the first 3 months of the year, with the economy hit by strikes, cost of living pressures, and wet weather. We pretty much spoke about this all the time, innit? But this is kind of like a bit of a roundup, according to some figures that the Bank of England pretty much released. Well, sorry, the ONS released. And yeah, so pretty much the economy grew by just 0.1% between January and March. And it still remains smaller than levels seen before the COVID pandemic. The UK is also lagging behind in terms of growth in the economy when compared to other economies around the world as well. So there's still a lot that needs to be done. But it seems like things are still are doing all right. You know what I'm saying? Compared to Canada, which is at 0.6%, Italy 0.5%, United States 0.3%, France is 0.2%. So these guys are doing a lot better. Germany, though, surprisingly, is at 0%. You know what I'm saying? So they're been kind of stagnant to some degree. But again, everyone's kind of just struggling with the residue of COVID and obviously the cost of living crisis. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it for the People's Journal.
Okay, well, let's get into the rotation next.
All right, people, welcome to the rotation. We're going to start off with some new music and then a little conversation off of the back of that. So Little Dirk released a new single featuring J. K.O. called All My Life. New single off his upcoming album Almost Healed, which drops on May 26th. Positive song about, striving against your odds, overcoming adversity, achieving your goals despite, facing obstacles and barriers, etc., etc. Decent song, J. Cole dropped a good verse, and but the main talking point is the song sparked a little debate online. I'm not even really a debate, just more so a conversation about what are the best songs with kids on the hook, because this song's got children on the hook, so they're singing All My Life. Obviously, when it comes to like positive music, having children sing your hook is kind of like a go to whatever. So I want to read out some that I can think of, because
you've obviously got Nas on there.
yeah,
I
because
know I can.
people were saying this is this generation's I Can. Basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So Nas I Can, Jay-Z Hard Knock Life, Jay-Z Anything, Busta Rhymes Get Out, Jaheim Fabulous, remember that one? Trick Daddy I'm a Thug, Mace Welcome Back, Gucci Man Lemonade, and Corrupt It's Over. Is there any others that come to mind? Best songs with kids on the hook? Any you guys can think of? Or have I kind of covered the
I think
the
you've
main
got
ones?
the answers, so
Yeah. All right, best one out of that lot then?
I can.
I Can.
Yeah.
You guys think I Can is the best rap song with kids on the hook?
Say the list again, please.
I Can, Hard Knock Life, Jay-Z, Anything Jay-Z, Busta Rhymes Get Out, Jaheim Fabulous, Mace Welcome Back, Gucci Mane Lemonade, Corrupt I'm a Thug. Sorry, Corrupt It's Over, and Trick Daddy I'm a Thug.
I like
Jay-Z,
It's Over.
It's over.
Yeah.
What's this over?
It's over.
It's
It's over now, move over. It's my turn now, it's over. The game shut down. Sorry.
I think Hard Knock Life for me.
Yeah.
And I like Anytime as well, though.
Anything.
Yeah, sorry, anything.
Anything's cold as well. Anything's cold as well. But yeah. But the song overall though, for me, no real replay value. It's a nice positive song, a nice single, and obviously it's a change from what Dirk normally does. He's normally about ops and gang shit and stuff. And so this is a nice change of direction.
Yeah. I thought it wasn't on.
Meeting done, guys? All right, cool. All right, next. I know Mark's listened to this, 'cause I see some of his tweets. Pot of Paper. Pot of Paper released his brand new album, Real Back in Style. 15 tracks, no features. I think this is his first album off of his Def Jam deal. I think it's cold. I think it's very cold. In terms of like musicality, just the instrumentation, the beats are hard. The beats are hard. You could tell they spent money on this. And just even the raps, the way he kind of paints stories and, you know, imagery and describes his life and the come up, the struggle, the pain, all the shit he's been through. I think he paints it. He kind of takes you. He takes you there. You kind of feel his passion and his pain and where he's coming from. And it's sick, bruv. What's your thoughts, Mark?
Yeah, no, the album's dope, man. I've played it a few times.
Yeah.
I don't even know what songs on there are like, 'cause I don't even know what they're called.
Yeah.
Because I just play it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just let it run. I ain't really skipped it. Actually,
Yeah.
when I was yesterday, I found one I might skip actually. But
Yeah.
yeah, for the most part, production's cold.
Yeah. Production's really cold.
He's as far as the rap goes, he's one of the best. He's one of the best at the minute as well. And he definitely delivered on it. It's just you can just hear that. You can just hear. I don't know, man. He just made a good project, man. It was like it's mad because I feel the same about Crop Circle too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah.
when I listen to it, I was just like, this is decent, man.
Yeah,
Like
it's
you know,
cool.
like it's put together well.
Yeah.
Like music's been a bit shit recently, man. Like there's not much substance in it for me anyway, especially
Yeah.
like the UK shit. You know what I'm trying to say? That, and I'm listening to these man's projects, and it's like these men are working, man. Like they're making music. Like they're not just putting shit out for the sake
Yeah.
of putting it out. You get what I'm trying to say? Like they're in the lab, they're doing their thing.
Yeah.
You get me? Like yeah, man. Potter's one's cold, and he just seems he seems hungry on it, man. Like there's cadence and that. Like there's certain tracks where like you could just hear his passion or like he's got a bit more aggression or a bit more energy in certain things and that. You get what I'm trying to say? Like man, it's done well, man. It's dope, man.
Yeah, it's dope.
Hope you enjoyed it still.
I say so far my favorite track is probably A Million.
That one's good still.
Yeah, Multifaceted is cold as well. I think Scenes is another one that I liked.
I like all of them, man. That's the wickedest
it's
thing.
dope.
It don't even make sense.
I listened to it twice over, Yeah, it's dope, man. It's dope. I feel like this album's giving me the same vibes of, not vibes musically, but just what I thought about the beats. When I first heard J Hus Common Sense, I thought, okay, this guy's taking production to another level. Like live instrumentation, Regal, Rich. It's the beats are like, this is money, innit? I kind of feel the same way about this. I just feel like a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of thought was put behind the production. I just think it's taken production to kind of another level. So yeah, it's dope, man. And the fact that he's got no features too is cold. Like, he done it by himself. Like, there's no features on this at all.
Yeah, that's
him
it still.
Rapping for 15 tracks. I think that's sick. I think that's a feat in itself, because people are so quick to run to features and have an album flooded with features, and to have a whole album by yourself in this day and age, I think is commendable.
But he's built up that kind of fan base and that kind of following. You know what I'm trying to say? Like that, people that listen to that want like that real rap and that. There's not a lot of man. Yeah. There's not a lot of man that can get it. You get me? So he can do that, because when you listen to it, there's not even like a big single on there.
No, not even. The single was actually Blame Brexit, and that song's gritty.
Oh, Blame Brexit, the single, yeah.
Yeah, that was the first song that came out. If I'm speaking correctly, that song's hard, gritty. It's for the streets. It's got videos to it as well. So if that's from when that was the first song, I kind of knew what the tone would be, or that definitely painted a nice tone for me. But yeah, no, it's dope, man. I'm definitely gonna listen to it again, and it's something you can listen to all the way through as well. It's very cohesive. It's something I don't really feel the need to skip anything.
There's not.
Yeah, I don't really feel the need to skip anything.
There's not. Like, even if it's not like even if like you're not loving the song, if that makes sense. There's no real reason to skip it. Yeah, if that makes sense. Yeah, like, you could just let it ride, innit? Just let it ride,
let it ride,
kind of thing. Like.
Yeah, and the only reason why I would skip some songs, because he's got skits at the end of some songs, and sometimes they drag on a bit, you know.
Okay,
but apart from the skits at the end of the songs, I'll just let it play.
Is it multifaceted or something like that? There's one of them where the beat is mental.
It might be that one, you know, because that beat is a bit cold still. It's more up tempo as well.
Yeah, it's cold.
I think that's the one.
It might be multifaceted. One of them, it might be multifaceted. One of them, I heard it. I was like, whew.
Yeah, that one's cold.
But he always does that. He picks beats that make me want to rap.
Yeah, to be fair. Rap again. You know,
What are you doing that for?
No, I ain't. When I was listening to it on the weekend, I was like,
I want to rap.
I could hear Margs on a lot of these.
You've done it again. I can't tell when you.
Rate yourself, brother. Come on.
No, you'd be onto something. Potter's one of the only people that actually do that to me. You know, like, I don't listen to music. I listen to music like for music. Yeah. But I listen to Potter. Yeah. And I get a bit like competitive. Yeah. If that makes sense. Like
fiending to get back on the mic.
Yeah, I listen to Potter.
Back in the booth.
Yeah, because it's too good. I think that's probably what it is. Maybe I'm competitive, and I listen to him, and it's like it's too good. Yeah. I'm like, no, this is cold. Someone needs to do something about this shit.
I also think like the way he raps, like not that he's always shouting, but it's always passion in everything he says. That's kind of how you do it. Do you understand? Yeah. So when it is you're hearing, you're like, I could have just been here. Do you understand? I don't know. That's just me talking.
Yeah. All right, cool. Ladies, are any of you two a fan of Janelle Monáe or even Margs?
I don't know who this woman. I don't know who this woman is. I just keep seeing people tweeting about her. I asked who this woman is, and they never really gave me no.
So she's a singer.
She's a singer.
She's in everything.
An actress. She acts as well.
Yeah. She's a star.
She was signed to Bad Boy initially. Oh, she is still signed to Bad Boy.
She's stunning though.
Well, it's just because she got her titties out or something.
She's done a music video and apparently it's porn.
Basically, I haven't seen the video yet. I'm annoyed. Basically, throughout her whole career, she always wore suits.
Yeah.
And she always covered her body. She wore suits. She was on a Charlie Chaplin thing, but with fashion, with pizzazz. That's been her thing, innit? But now she seems to be rebranding with a more of a sexy image. So the other day she had a show, and she just flashed her breasts.
She's got very nice breasts.
I thought you were about to play the video. I was thinking.
Oh, I've seen this John before. What is she in? What has she done?
She's in everything.
She's in a
what show would she have been? What something big that I would know?
The movie on Netflix.
On Netflix, yeah. With Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like a detective.
Just go in the movie section of her name.
I watched that shit. What else?
I never knew she was in movies, to be fair.
That's the most recent for me.
What's her biggest thing then? What is she?
You say it's more research.
No, her biggest thing is she's a musician. It's not.
I've never heard her sing.
I don't think she's
Let
known
me
more
Google
for.
this woman, because I don't want to know why I know her face.
She's always dressing stunning, and she always wins the awards when you have the award shows, and then people are dressing up, and then she's normally the best. She's the best, man.
But yeah, anyway, I wish I watched her video though, because that was actually on my to-do list, but I never. So she's announced a new album. It's called The Age of Pleasure. Very provocative title. Coming out on the 11th of June. She's released 2 songs off it. Float and Lipstick Lover. I actually played both of them. They're actually quite decent. But yeah, I was just more so surprised at her, I guess, her rebrand. You know what I mean? She's outside like Gina.
What? Wow.
You little bitch.
Ooh. More of a sexier...
Oh, shut up. We're not doing that.
I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about oh, you get defensive, mate. But yeah, I just wanted to, bring that up. And then lastly, I saw a list that I kind of wanted to get you guys' thoughts on. So there's a list of the top 50 hip-hop beats of all time. I'm not going to run through all the 50, but I just want to read out a few and see whether or not you lot agree with the top 10, and maybe if you feel like there's some omission.
Hidden Figures.
Yeah.
That's why I know her face. Sorry.
What?
I just clocked you. I didn't even clock you with Hidden Figures, you know.
No, that's why. That's why.
What's Hidden Figures, sorry?
The black guy them that was working for NASA and thing. With the racism.
She was in something else.
I've not seen that. No.
It's like
It's really good.
It's really
it's
good.
like race. It's like she's in another film where like she goes back in time, like she's normal, and then something happens and then goes back in time to like slave times.
Oh.
It's like a. I watched it on the plane. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Harriet?
No.
I never knew she was even an actress. This is all news to me. But before I read out this list, right, if I said to you guys, what's your top 2 hip-hop beats of all time, what comes to mind straight away?
You sure it wasn't Harriet?
It's too difficult, you know.
Anything?
P-Rock,
Yeah.
Troy,
Okay, yep.
The Reminisce Over You.
Yeah. Anybody? Brent? Any? If I
What's the
said to you,
question?
if I said to you, what's the greatest hip-hop beat of all time?
What beat?
Yeah, beat, yeah. Not song, just a beat. Does anything spring at you straight away? Margs, anything spring at you straight away? Go on, say it.
No, I don't have
Say
one.
it, say it, wankster.
No, you idiot. No, actually,
It might have to be.
I was gonna say
a Neptune's beat.
Okay.
Let me just find it.
All right. Anyway, I'll read off there's a top 50 list. This is made by Rap Caviar, yeah? This is their top 10. Go on.
obviously I'm not a rap head in it, but I'm gonna say Mobb Deep Shook Ones.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to that. So, Missy Elliott, Get Your Freak On was number 10. Travis Scott, Sicko Mode was number 9. Mike Jones, Still Tipping was number 8. All About the Benjamins remix was number 7. I don't agree with that. I think the original was better than the remix. Kanye West Power was number 6. Lil Wayne and Millie was number 5. Biggie Who Shot Ya was number 4. Clips Grinding was number 3. Mobb Deep Shook Ones Part 2 was number 2. And number 1, according to Rap Caviar, the best hip-hop beat of all time is Dr. Dre, Still Dre.
I don't think this list is good, you know.
It wouldn't be my list. I don't know. I couldn't even make a list, but a lot of them songs on there.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I'm happy I made it.
You happy?
'Cause I ain't a rap head, so
Any beats you think? Obviously, there's the top 50. I've already read that 10 in it, so I want to see if you lot say any other beats that are part of the 50.
Tears of Joy, Rick Ross.
No, that beat's hard, but it's not part of the list. But off of that album though, BMF is here. BMF is 35 on this list. You got. I'm just gonna read a random songs just to give you guys an idea. Rough Riders Anthem is number 36. Future Mask Off is number 34.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
You've got Eric B and Rakim, Paid in Full, 48. Kendrick Lamar, Mad City is number 43. Chief Keef, I Don't Like, is number 50. Craig Mack, Flavor in Your Ear, 21. Dipset Anthem, 22. Mick Mill, Dreams and Nightmares, number 29. Niggas in Paris, 14.
I think the Paris is good.
Wu-Tang Cream, number 12. Big Pimpin', 17. Gina, this
Big
one's
Pimpin's top there as well, actually.
This one's for us. Rich Boy, throw some D's. Number 16.
That's high up there, though.
Put some D's on it.
But yeah, that's some of the others, isn't it? But yeah.
Well, that's iconic, you know.
Yeah,
Big Pimpin'.
Yeah, Big Pimpin' definitely should be up there. Juvenile, High, number 42.
Storch, isn't it?
Scott Storch.
Yeah.
Nah, that's Timberland.
Okay.
That's Timberland.
When he used to work for Storch? When he used to work for Timberland?
Maybe. He might have had parts in the song, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But I know Timberland is the one who's credited for that.
Oh, what about Kanye's?
Which one?
Oh man, it's on the same album as it's the one that Jeezy was in a remix.
Oh, put on.
No, not put on. Is it Can't Tell You Nothing?
That's it. Can't tell you nothing.
Yeah. I don't really love that song, you know.
No.
Ambitious of a Rider, Tupac, number 31. Nas, NY State of Mind, 26.
What about 50?
Oh, sorry. Troy's here. Troy's number 23.
Okay.
Yeah, Troy's number 23.
50s. What's that track? You know the bar where he's like, step on grapes, tell you it's wine.
Oh,
Hustler's Ambition.
yeah, that beat's dope. Black Rob, Whoa, is number 38
It's a good one.
on this.
Simon Says on there.
Simon Says, nah, Simon Says not on here.
I listened to that the other day actually.
It's a big song, you know. I was looking at it with my brother the other day. I was like, bro, do you realise how cold this song is? Like,
Yeah.
mad.
That's right. Any other notable ones?
Put your hands in the sky. Ba.
Parasite, Running, is 27. Jadakiss, We Gonna Make It, 15. Busta Rhymes, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See, it's number 19.
Oh, yeah, good. Is Renegade on there?
Renegade, nah. Dr. Dre, Nothing But a G Thing, number 11. Yeah, it's I get where they're coming from with some of them, but I don't agree totally. And if I had time to think, I could make a list myself, but yeah. Just want to get you guys' thoughts on that, man. But yeah, that's the rotation for this week, guys.
Is Big One More Chance on there?
No, it's not there. No. But they may see that more as an R&B beat.
That's true.
Yeah.
For real.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
That track from Rick Ross.
Which one?
My favorite group of producers make.
Oh, Justice League.
I'll find it.
All right, cool.
Is it Lord? Not Lord Knows. What's Rick Ross and Drake? What's it called?
Lord knows.
Is it Lord Knows?
Yeah,
That's a crazy beat.
Hard.
Yeah, that's off of Take Care. Right?
Aston Martin.
Oh, that's
Aston
Martin music.
That's what music's called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Justice League will make better though.
Huh?
I think Justice League will make better though. Oh no, but Lord knows it's Just Blaze, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is
That's
which
Just
is the
Blaze.
one
Sorry.
that they've made better than that.
I think Jesus
would've
Pieces,
checked
you
it.
know.
Jesus Pieces?
I think so.
All right, cool.
10
Check
G,
it.
is it
I'll
10
let
Jesus
you know.
Pieces?
10 G pieces,
10
yeah.
Jesus Pieces.
10 Jesus Pieces?
I would say Aston Martin is better.
Seriously,
Yeah.
Big Wise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Nightfall did say, I think one of the best, I can't believe this went past me.
Yeah.
Nightfall to Infinity.
You know what?
That's one of the best beats.
I think I mentioned that was on the list.
Mm. That's definitely one of the best
I'm
beats.
sure I mentioned that was there because I know I saw that. That's by
Souls of Mischief.
is it there? Is it 93 to Infinity? I'm pretty sure I saw it. Maybe I didn't.
Is Faking Jacks on there?
Faking Jacks?
Yeah.
Nah.
Pete Rock and I&I.
Nah. You got the Loonies. I got 5 on it. It's number 20. No, 93 to Infinity is not there, but did I see it now? Oh, Grandmaster Flash and the Fury of 5, The Message is number 13. Old school. But yeah, man.
Cool.
That's it for the rotation, guys. Let's get into more headlines.
All right.
Oh, sorry. It is there. Number 47.
Okay.
Number 47. Souls of Mischief, 93 to Infinity.
All right, so our first headline, some black excellence here, and the United States Senate Majority Leader, Charles Chuck Schumer, on Wednesday announced the confirmation of a Jamaican-American to serve as a district judge on the prestigious United States District Court for the Eastern District of New York, the EDNY. And her name is Orelia Merchant. And so Schumer said he forwarded the name of the Bronx-born and Brooklyn resident, Orelia Merchant, whose father is a first-generation Jamaican-American for the EDNY, to the Biden administration and championed her nomination. She's one of the most diverse rosters. She is on one of the most diverse rosters of judicial picks by the Biden administration. The Senate confirmed her by a 51-48 vote. So big her up, man. Next headline, trigger warning here, and a powerful cyclone has hit the coastlines of Bangladesh and Myanmar after intensifying into the equivalent of a Category 5 storm. Cyclone Mocha did not make a landfall at the world's largest refugee camp in Cox's Bazar, as earlier feared, but still destroyed hundreds of makeshift shelters in the camp. At least 5 people have been reported dead in Myanmar. No casualties have been reported in Bangladesh so far. By late Sunday, the storm had largely passed, but Bangladesh's disaster official Kamrul Hassan said that the cyclone caused no major damage in his country, but landslides and floods are still hitting the area. And last headline, trigger warning here, a 17-year-old migrant who arrived unaccompanied in the US from Honduras has died in government custody. The boy, who died at a shelter facility in Florida, was identified by the Honduran Foreign Affairs Office as Angel Eduardo Espinoza. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, acknowledged the death in a statement that did not name him or say how he died, but U.S. officials have braced in recent days for an influx of border crossings. On a Friday, Enrique Reina, who's the Secretary of Foreign Affairs in Honduras, said on Twitter that the death had occurred at a shelter in Safety Harbor, which is a city on the Tampa Bay coastline in western Florida. The shelter is managed by the HHS Office of Refugee Resettlement, which is in charge of housing and caring for unaccompanied migrant children. But Mr. Rayner said his government was in contact with the teenager's family and called for an exhaustive investigation into the circumstances of his death. The boy had been in U.S. custody for 5 days, this is what a source told the CBS News. He was found unconscious on Wednesday morning, taken to a local hospital, and was pronounced dead an hour later. Sad news. But that's it for the headlines.
All right, well, he's dying for it. Let's get into the reaction.
Just before we get into
to the time.
Just before we get into the reaction, right? Well, it's reaction based, but so yesterday I went to Mo Gilligan's BAFTA after party. Yeah. As I walked in, Patrick Vieira was walking out. Oh, Patrick. I saw Patrick. Went to the bar. I saw Layman, Gilberto Silva, and Vincent Kompany. Just having a little chat. I went to the bathroom. I saw Jermaine Genius. I was like, right, this is a football affair.
Okay then.
Yeah, shout out Patrick. And even last week, actually, I dropped my girl's mum at the airport. I went to the check-in point. I see Carney. I said, Carney. I gave him the salute, and I gave him the chest. He looked at me, he gave me the salute back, he gave me the... I said, my G.
Love that for you.
So in the space of 2 weeks, I've seen 4 Arsenal legends in the flesh.
I love that for you.
The little boy in me is very excited. Was very excited. That's what I want to say. I want to share my little story.
No, I love that for you.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, obviously...
Wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom. No, I'm saying...
Thank you.
That was a nice little uplifting story, just to offset all the doom and all the
Doom and gloom.
It's like I was so happy. Now I'm sad. So obviously we had a wonderful weekend of football. You get me? Like it went off. It really went off. The top 4 race is really heating up because Newcastle dropped points again. You get me? Man United dispatched of Wolves nicely. Southampton are out of there, innit? Southampton are done, dusted.
Yeah, relegated, which makes our games against them even more frustrating because we couldn't beat them and they got relegated.
Nottingham Forest picked up a point against Chelsea at the Bridge, which was amazing because they're like 4 points clear in a minute, so they're still going to be fighting. Like, it's really going off. It is absolutely going off. But the result of the weekend would have to be Arsenal Brighton, innit?
Yeah.
And it was mad because obviously, like I was telling you, you get me, and you was like, we're not gonna sit here. Like you said, one thing we're not gonna do is sit here and act like Brighton or anything. That's what you said to me.
That wasn't my words.
Not verbatim, but like.
Do I believe that Arsenal are a better team than Brighton? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my confidence was there because I believe we're a better team, but we played like shit.
No, but I was telling you there's the potential for the banana skin and the slip up, and you literally you stopped me in my tracks and you was like, bro, 1 second, because I was telling you how good they play football and whatnot, and you literally stopped me and said, brother, one thing we're not gonna do here is act like Brighton are a thing.
No, it wasn't that. It was act like Brighton are better than Arsenal.
No, not better than you. So I was telling you like it's a problem, innit? And remember when I realised it was at home, I was like, okay, yeah, for real, you should have enough to get.
Listen, I support Arsenal, innit? So I have to have confidence in my team. I got back my team. I backed my team to win, and we lost.
What do you think?
Also, Brighton are Arsenal's bogey team. It's official.
No, last time they won it.
We haven't. I think we've never beat them at the Emirates. Or they've always beat us at the Emirates. They've beat us. They beat us in the FA Cup. Yeah, Brighton always kind of have our number in it. But
do you think they played good or more you played bad?
I think it was a weird game, man. Because even how the game started, you had Martinelli who was just being very aggressive, running around, fouling people. Like it was just, we didn't have control of the game at all. I felt like we just didn't show up. Sloppy mistakes again. Trossard trying to do a flick, and then they scoring off the back. Let me not even get started on the first goal. Kivior just went down because someone stepped on the back of his foot. His boot came off. So he just, as the corner came in, he just stopped, went down to tend to his foot. Everyone else just stopped as well, and the guy had a free header. It was when I looked at it, I thought this can't be real. It was ridiculous. I think we were just poor. We were poor, and it just shows Arsenal are too inconsistent. You can go to St James's Park and you can beat Newcastle 2-0, and then the following week at home you lose to Brighton 3-0. It's like, and I hope that they weren't like deflated because Man City beat Everton. I hope they weren't. That's not the reason why they were deflated, because no one really thought that Everton were going to beat Man City. We were praying for a miracle, but you can't rest all your laurels on other teams, innit? I just feel like we just didn't show up, and for me, I'm not annoyed about the title thing right now, because for me the title's over at West Ham, at Southampton, whatever. I'm annoyed that we lost 3-0. We lost 3-0. You know what I'm trying to say? We went out in a whimper. We lost 3-0. Like, come on, man. Like, at least if we would have lost a hard-fought game and we would have maybe lost 2-1, 3-2, whatever, but to lose 3-0 in that manner
at home
was
in
terrible.
It
was terrible.
Charge is...
It was terrible.
What did you make of it, Brent?
It was bad.
What?
Now speak up, man.
We played poorly. Brighton was on point. That's why I said,
Okay then. And obviously, I don't need to ask you how you feel. You're just proud of the season, isn't it?
100%.
Is it officially done now?
It was done, for me, it was done with the 3 draws. It was done. All I was doing was saying, you know what, finish the season well in case City slip up, hoping for a miracle. I was hoping for a miracle these last couple of weeks because that's what we could do. We got to keep winning our games in case City somehow, some way lose 2 games or something. But that was never going to happen. It was just wishful thinking, innit? Like, to me, those 3 draws was when it was done. You know, that's 9 points. You know, if we would have gotten decent points for them 3 games, we could have afforded to lose to City and Brighton and still be ahead of Man City now. That's how much of a buffer we had.
We usually took 9 points from a possible 21 or something like that.
What's that?
You took 9 points from a possible 21 or something.
I hadn't done the maths, but if that's the case, then God damn.
Yeah, I think out of the last... would it be in this run? Out of the last 21 available, you took 9, I think.
It's poor. And again, the title was...
Yeah, because that would be 3 draws and 2 wins, isn't it?
Yeah, those 3 draws was when everything was just gone. Even the loss to City was whatever, but those 3 draws was it, man.
To take 9 from 21
it's that
at the business end of the season when you're in a race is pathetic, to be totally honest with you. But I called it.
Called what?
from the where was it from the would it be from the West Ham game, the last 7, the run of games that I said this is where like everything else
Yeah.
it's fine, but this here, this is it.
I think the run of
Okay,
games.
you got through everything, all that, but that run of games there, that
If I'm
run
not
of games
mistaken-
there is the 9 from the 21.
If I'm not mistaken, the run of games that I believe you were calling was Newcastle, Chelsea, Brighton.
No, it was like a 7 game.
Am I mistaken, Brett?
Yeah,
No, it
you
started
didn't-
from West Ham. It
you
started from
didn't-
West
I
Ham.
don't believe so.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I was telling you West Ham away is a tough game, and you were telling me no, it
Until
weren't.
you finish.
Go on then.
I call him right.
Okay.
You did these 3 games was in the mix of the games that you said, oh, it's going to be interesting, but the games that you had us
Like losing.
losing or having trouble with, only one of them was the West Ham game. The rest of them, nah.
What do you mean?
What he means is
Southampton.
you didn't have us
You
losing
didn't
to
see us doing
Southampton.
that with Southampton. You
No,
saw
no,
us
no.
winning that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, no. Yeah, 100%. I
At
never knew.
Liverpool, you said, oh, well, anything can happen at Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the results. That's forget that. I'm not
You're
speaking
just
that.
grouping it.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm saying from that.
We understood that it was going to be difficult.
Yeah, I'm saying from that. I
You can't
said.
say you called it though, can you? I mean, everybody agreed. It's not like a.
I
Yeah.
said
There was no contrast
from
with
the
it.
West Ham game, there was like a stretch, it's like 7 games or whatever like that. Yeah, and I'm saying it's from here. This is everything else. It's remember I said in whatever about the run of games. I'm saying everything else you can get through. I'm saying it's this bit here from the start of here, that whole run to the end of the season. You saying it's not been easy. You ain't had an easy run. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like it's not.
You called it.
Yeah, I called that. This
What
was
did
gonna
we
be.
contest when you called it.
Huh?
What did we contest when you called it?
Well, you were saying you're still gonna do it. You're gonna win the league in that.
No, we didn't.
Why are you making stuff up?
You
How does
said
that serve you?
No, I didn't.
you.
No, I didn't.
You were confident like to say. Obviously, and you said I'm not gonna wait till I'll wait till there's 10 games left.
Yeah.
By the time there was 10 games left, you never know what to say. But and then you've been doing the whole.
Go on.
Like you've been preempting this for weeks. You get what I'm trying to say? Like I'm just happy with my experience.
So I've been consistent.
Huh?
I've been consistent.
No, you're just trying it. You're just trying it.
Don't
That's
be
what I'm saying. Like this season here, yeah, it's like Ollie's season, isn't it? But it's probably not even better than Ollie's season because Ollie got to like a Europa League final, League Cup semi, FA Cup.
I told you, going
Quarters.
out that Europa League wasn't the little light that we thought it would be. Not that I thought, because I didn't think it was going to be a light, right? At least we would have been in something. Like the whole blessing in disguise. Blessing for what, bruv? Those fans were like, yeah, going out Europa League was a blessing in disguise. Blessing in what?
I don't know. I find it hard to basically feel like how you feel,
Which is what?
like complete and utter despair.
No, I don't feel out of despair. I accepted, after those 3 draws, I accepted that the league was done in it. So I'm more annoyed that we lost 3-0 to Brighton at home as opposed to, oh, we've lost the league. The league was already gone, right? I'm not in despair. I'm just disappointed with the season.
You know what I love? Because this season has just been Arsenal and United supporters going at it, right? And there were different reasons as to why it is each one would get on the other one. But there
Yeah.
was a point in time, there was a sweet moment when Arsenal fans really had United fans under their heel. And they knew it.
And you would think the tie was between us and them, right?
I hear that, but I don't. I understand the rivalry in as conversation or discourse.
Yeah.
100%. But I love the fact that now United's like so I'm laughing at the fact that right now it's not about us losing. It's about the get back now.
What do you mean?
With the United and Arsenal fans. Y'all are now like but for the longest while, it wasn't even like that. And Arsenal fans actually thought, this could be it. This could be it. We just had to hold on a little bit more. So the rivalry is what I'm finding incredibly funny. But that's why I said I'm detached from all of it. I like the fact that he had been changing or moving goalposts from the beginning of the season. And he had to in order to basically
I ain't
make
moved
conversation.
goalposts. I told you that you weren't going to win the league.
No,
though.
you said United would finish above Arsenal.
Yeah, that didn't happen. That's not moving the goalpost. I was wrong.
No, but this was your take. It was your hot take.
Yeah.
So
It's not moving the goalpost. I made a statement. It was wrong. That's not moving goalposts.
anyway, and then you started arguing about, all right, once it is that you lose to City, you're finished. But then we bounced back from City, right? And it became healthy again. And you were kind of like, oh crap, they're gonna do it. In fact, wait a minute.
Well, after the
last
City
games-
loss. When did you do? What? You mean your first loss to
first
City?
City.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go on. Sorry.
Yeah, you were saying that we were finished then. When it is that we lost Jesus, you said we were finished then.
Yeah, I
then
did say that.
That didn't happen.
Yeah, it
so
didn't happen.
Arsenal
Eddie
fans
and
were
Nketiah-
riding this wave,
Eddie and Nketiah saved your
this
skin.
optimistic wave for the longest while, and they weren't even calling anything. No, can't say it. Even though you were trying to get them to say it. No, can't say it. And then after the midway, then they started like, yeah, we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. And then you're like, alright, cool, got them. So now let's all watch this because we have each person has a horse in the race. You are watching, wanting us to basically fail so that you can be like, hey, got you. And we should watch that all play out. I loved every single moment of it. You can't get on to me. You can't get on to me because I've been saying I just wanted Champions League, and I've got Champions League. And what I want to get onto you for next year is you saying that we won't even make top 4 because every other team is going to be pitting us to it.
Watch how next year plays out.
All right.
You
That's
just
what
watch
I'm
how.
interested
You just watch how next year plays out. You have got so much work to do. You have performed above and beyond anything that could be expected
much work?
from those players.
So much work.
Yeah, because it's
Explain.
gonna. Because you think you're closer than you are because the elevated play of that squad that you had that you shouldn't even have been able to run City so close. It gave you false hope. That squad's not winning the league. That squad was never winning the league. You get what I'm trying to say? And it's so far from winning the league that it's next year you're gonna have to do more than you think because they're not gonna play at that level again.
Who's they?
All of them, like most of them.
So you think they're gonna play worse next season?
Yeah, like
Why?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Why? What's the justification
How does that
behind
make
that?
sense? Because you are saying by that merit, United are not gonna play at that level.
we're gonna play better. We're not playing as good as we could play.
But yet Arsenal has reached their peak.
No, you are playing better than you are. You played better than you are for the whole season. You played better than you are.
You know, young players get better as they have more experience and they get older. Do you understand that principle?
Yeah.
But it doesn't apply to Arsenal.
The thing is, watching Arsenal play, yeah, I'm not looking at this team and thinking, oh, these are world beaters. I don't feel like they're playing out the skin like you're describing.
100%.
I'm not thinking, oh my God, these guys
still more.
could tuck in Real Madrid on a whim. I don't believe that Arsenal are playing to some extreme high level. I think we're playing well, but I don't think this is the final product.
You don't think you are playing
This
to a
is
high
not a
level?
final form.
No,
User was on number one in the Premier League for
This is why
about
it's scary.
93% of
Listen,
the
this is why it's
season.
juicy
But you
stuff.
don't think he was playing at a high
Hey,
level.
high-
We was just all right. We were just not. We was just.
listen.
Yeah?
I said world beaters. I said playing to a level to where you believe there's no improvement. Like we've reached our
At
peak.
one point during this season, yeah, user were playing top level football. If user was in Champions League and that,
And-
them teams wouldn't want to see you.
And I feel like the
Consistently
point you're
we're
making is that we're not going to get any better than
Consistently
this.
we're doing
Nah.
Exactly, and I'm saying that we are going to get better.
Yeah, but not next season. Maybe the
that.
season
No, what
after.
he's saying is that we're going to get worse. How are you saying consistently we were popping it around? Popping it. You came here and said, Arsenal's cooking, man.
Yeah, you
Consistently.
are
It wasn't
decent.
just one of games. It was consistently. And you noticed the games where it is that we completely became overconfident and we started being stupid. And those are the games that we drew or we lost. Yes? So you can see that everything was in our hands. And you're telling me next year we're going to get worse.
Next year, it's
That
not in
reasoning
your
doesn't make any
hands.
sense to me.
Everybody, yeah. So look,
Everyone's going to get better but Arsenal. Yes? We're going to get worse. That's what you're saying.
listen. Everybody,
Is that what
yeah.
you're saying?
No, not like that, yeah. But you're not
Talk to
doing
me.
you're not doing the maths, yeah. Everybody, yeah, is gonna like this. Like if like Liverpool and Chelsea are gonna come back to where they're supposed to be.
This
Yeah.
is guaranteed.
Huh?
This is guaranteed. I
Liverpool-
can hear
Liverpool-
Liverpool. I
Liverpool-
can hear Liverpool. I can't hear Chelsea.
What? They got Poch.
Ooh.
Ooh, come on, they got Poch. You know what? You don't care about that.
No, continue talking.
I'm just saying, Liverpool and Chelsea are gonna go back to where they're supposed to go. Yeah. Cool. We don't know what Spurs are gonna do, so that's shaky.
But
yeah.
last year, Spurs were supposed to finish above Arsenal.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
particular season,
Yeah.
they were touted as making the best transfer.
Spurs are a shambles because I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't know where they're gonna go next year. I'm not even gonna put them into that equation. Innit? Yeah, but then I'll go. But then there's still 4 there that I've put. You get me? And then with Newcastle being the new boys and Brighton and that playing well, there's like 7 teams in front of you. So,
No. Your dislike and bias towards Arsenal is making you select us as the team you believe will falter, where there's a whole stem of teams to pick from, but you chose to pick us. It's fine. That's it. You chose to pick us.
Can I ask you guys a quick question though? Yeah. Do you feel as though, like, based on pattern of behavior from Arsenal, yeah, for the past 20 years, yeah, that what Mark is saying is far-fetched?
Wait. To me, what is Mark saying?
That they won't be top 2.
No, that's not what he's saying.
Oh, what are you
He
saying?
said they're not even going to meet
Top
Yeah,
4.
top 4.
6.
Top 6.
Yeah,
Top
top 6.
6.
Nah, you could do 6.
What
6
did you
and
just
5.
the teams you just mentioned? Let's
Yeah,
go.
but-
Man City,
Yeah, go on.
Man United,
Yeah.
Liverpool,
Yeah.
Chelsea, Brighton.
Newcastle.
Newcastle. You think they're all going to finish
Even
above
worse.
Arsenal?
Yes.
No, but I'm saying that's more like it's more contentious
Yeah.
now.
Where is Arsenal reaching in those things that you just mentioned?
I think you got finished like 5th, 6th. Honestly,
So who are we gonna pip?
what next? Oh, next
Out
year.
of the people that you just mentioned, Brighton and Newcastle.
Yeah, maybe them, man.
So wait, Brighton and Newcastle's gonna be not in the top 4. Is that what you said?
No, I don't think Brighton Newcastle top 4 next year.
Newcastle.
Newcastle's not top 4 next year.
All right. Okay. So who's the top 4 next year?
I'd have to wait and see some transfers.
No, Rick, say it now because you've
But
already said.
I ain't seen what the team- I ain't seen
you
what the teams
said
look like.
Arsenal's not even making top.
I'm not gonna lie.
So say it now.
I don't even see United be better than us next season.
No.
Do you think United's gonna be better than us this season? Based on your current squad,
I'll get back to you, Manuel.
based
This
on
is a
maybe
very important question,
rumors, transfer rumors around United and around Arsenal, I don't see you guys better than us next season.
I honestly, yeah.
Considering our team now, the players we may add, I don't know what's happening with United in terms of what players you might bring in, whatever.
He
We
doesn't like to lose.
We literally like fell off a cliff and them boys are exhausted, innit? Yeah. So you can't look at United for these last 2 months, right? Like this is not a real reflection of our team. They're busted. You get what I'm trying to say? Like
But ours is a real reflection of our team.
if you've been playing once a week for God knows how long, you're in no competition. You are
You said we don't have the
rested.
squad to do
You are
this.
fine.
I'm not
Yous
gonna
are
lie.
rested. These are well
I'm not
rested
gonna
and
lie,
fine.
you ain't played another game apart from Premier League for a long while as well. Like you've been well rested.
No,
Yeah. When last time you played a game outside of Prem?
this is our first time we've had a week off
Since fam.
in months.
When was your last FA Cup game?
A few weeks ago.
When was your last Europa League game? You got knocked out of Europa League time ago.
Time ago.
Your last 4 games or 5 games have been just Prem games.
Yeah, but that's what we had to get there, bro. All in the space of time and all them games that we played up and thing. You was rested. What are you talking about? The boys are busted.
In all these competitions you're stating, right? How many more rounds did you go than us? In Europa League, you went 1 more round than us. Yeah, right.
Yeah, in the
Obviously, you won the Carabao. In
yeah,
the FA.
and we're in the final in the FA.
Yeah.
We played every round of football available to us up until this point.
What?
No. Well, yeah, actually, because the Europa League semis have they happened yet? They ain't happened yet, have they?
Europa League semis.
They haven't been
No,
played
no,
yet.
no, no.
Cool. So we've played every fixture that's been available to us
Yeah.
up until this point. Every single one.
But I thought for the past maybe like 5 weeks, you guys have just been playing Prem games.
That's fine, but that's because they're not available. Because we won the league
Yeah.
cup and we're in the final. We're waiting for
Yeah,
our
so
final,
what I mean is-
and now we're at. No, so you
So
might be
you
right,
guys
but
were rested.
that doesn't matter. Nah, man.
You're rested, right?
You can't say
You're
that.
rested right now.
No. How?
You've been playing Prem games. You've been playing once a week for like 6 weeks.
No.
have.
No. That's crazy. This is
You
the first
have
time. No, that's
We can check.
impossible. That's impossible.
Let's check,
Go ahead and
let's
check
check,
them.
let's
Check. This is the first time we've had a week off since the World Cup.
Whilst he's checking, Maya, the question was based on the last 20 years. Does Mags have a point?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
How not? If you're staying true, if you're staying keeping to form with users up and down and the way users have gone, yeah, like patterns and that. How
What was
not?
the point Mags was making? What's the pattern?
Sorry,
These are-
your last 5 games have been Prem games.
They haven't been once a week. They have not been once a week.
27th of April,
Yeah.
30th of April,
Okay, pff,
4th of May, 7th of May, 13th of May.
I think you just answered your own question there. Sounds like a lot of games packed into a small. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all don't have the squad basically to do that.
Nah.
Interesting. So, Emmanuel, what was the pattern?
that they kind of flop, and they just don't.
That's not what he's saying. He's saying next year we're not even. This year we've been riding the top for the longest while. And now we're going to finish second. He's saying next year we're going to digress to 5th. Okay. That's not the pattern. That hasn't been the pattern the last 20 years.
No. I just meant in terms of like the pattern of Arsenal. Like everyone just sees Arsenal as like bottle jobs, innit? Like there's always an opportunity that comes, and then for some reason Arsenal just flop.
I need you to quantify what you're talking about.
Not
When you say
really.
they see us as bottle jobs,
Tottenham's
name is a bottle job.
No.
Not
Who,
Arsenal.
Arsenal not
You
bottle
don't think
jobs.
Arsenal?
Explain
I'll
it to me.
explain to you why Arsenal not bottle jobs, right?
Not bottle jobs.
Hear me out. Arsenal win more finals than we've lost in our history. Yeah. Last season, we bottled top 4. Cool, right? But we finished 8th. That's not a bottle job. That's just a shit season. We finish 8th again. That's not a bottle job. That's a shit season. A bottle job is when you're about to win something and you capitulate. We ain't been about to win shit. So where's the bottling? We've just not been playing well and we've had bad
I
seasons.
could understand this season. I could possibly understand last season.
Yeah.
I think it's because
Last 20 years?
But you have to look at it as not just a bottle job in terms of the overall season, the bottle jobs in terms of individual games, which lead to poor seasons. You know what I'm saying? Because Arsenal,
No,
again, Ben knows,
this
right?
season, okay, cool. Losing a football game where it's a competitive game, it's not bottling. Bottling is what we done when we went 2-0 up against West Ham and Liverpool, right? That's bottling. When you've got a lead and you're on the front foot and then you capitulate, that's bottling to me. And what we done this season, overall, was bottling. As in having the lead we had, being on top of the league
we
for long
lost
as
it
we
first.
did.
Yeah, we lost
that we bottled the league this season. But I don't feel like Arsenal are bottlers in terms of our history.
Yeah, that's not our MO.
Yeah,
Where you got it from?
I don't know. Maybe it's just because this is the biggest bottle job in football history. That's probably why. Wait up.
Sounds horrible. Isn't it?
It's facts though.
No, just he's talking.
No, it's facts.
You know what it is? I'll be honest with you, right? I'm happy you're saying this because I'm annoyed at this team. Like, I believe that we have, like, what you're saying right now, I know you're adding salt to it, but I feel this way. I feel like we have completely bottled this shit, bro.
Okay, one second, because obviously I'm gonna be chatting shit, yeah. Yeah. But I can't make up numbers.
Yeah.
I can't make up facts.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? You lot, that thing that was going around, yeah. You lot have spent it's like 90-something% on top of the league.
Yeah.
And for you not to win it. The 2 other highest examples, yeah, was like 70-something% and 60-something%. They're both you. Arsenal are 1, 2, and 3 at this. Like the biggest examples in our country's football history of bottling the league, the top 1, 2, and 3 are you lot. Like, I'm not making this up. No one's never been in the position that you have been in this year and not won the league ever. Never happened. I'm not making this up.
The thing is, I'll take that. I'll take it because, and I know we're a young team and we're ahead of schedule and all that stuff. I hear it, but in the moment, things change. Goalposts change, innit? And I'm just annoyed that they let this slip in it. It is what it is, but I'm actually with you. All those stats about no team has ever lost the league at this point in time, being this amount, we're the ones. Arsenal are always a team to
be the first.
To be the first, like, for example.
Yeah, we're trendsetters.
For example, you can have a team who haven't scored in 20 games.
We'll do that.
Guess what? They'll score against Arsenal. That's who we have been. So, yeah, it's jarring, man.
All right, Margsy. Yeah, we spend a lot of money, right? Why do we spend a lot of money? Why do we need to spend a lot of money?
What do you mean, why do you need to spend?
Why did we need to spend a lot of money?
To improve your team, innit?
All right? Because we're starting again. Yes. Cool. At the beginning of this season, where did people predict us to be or finish?
What would I have said? Probably at the same similar places, like 5th or 6th or something.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And this was, all these pundits were saying the same thing, right?
Yeah.
They were even saying Tottenham was going to basically...
No one saw this coming, basically.
Lovely, right?
Well, as in our ascension or our decline?
Ascension.
Oh.
And even they were kind of placing other teams in a nice top 4, right? No one saw the Newcastle also, right? Cool. So now during the season, first 10 games, we at the top, right? And you were seeing us playing good, right?
Yeah.
It was good football that we were playing. And it wasn't just seen as a fluke because we were consistently playing that football, right? Now, Arsenal fans are looking at that and saying, wait, this is what it was we were doing pre-season. I'm seeing this cooking, right? We started praising Jesus, this and that. It's great. The mentality is great. Zinchenko being at the back there, we're playing nice football. When we lost Jesus, everybody thought, all right, cool, this is finished now. You guys, premature, that pre-cum is going to be bollocks. Lovely. We continued, right? Mm-hmm. We stopped being that fluky, jammy, nah, you guys are turning up. I hear that just about... No, we were convincingly beating teams and playing well. You saw the pattern of play. You saw that particular DNA that Arteta was looking to basically roll through. But we also knew we didn't have players to come on and change games if it is somebody was injured or somebody was tired or we needed something changed. So 100%, we didn't have the squad to maintain this for the entire season. But we knew that even before we started, right? We didn't get the players that we wanted, as it is that you knew when it is that we were in the transfer window. So we were still thinking, we were still lacking, but we were still turning up, right? Now, we knew if we lost some key players, I think at the time you were saying if we lose Partey, we're finished, right? If we lose Jesus, we're finished. If we lose Saliba, we're finished. This was the spine of the team. And true say, when it is that we didn't have that particular player, you saw it drop a bit. But we still continued delivering, right? Now, it's not, for me, I would be stupid to think that we can't now look to build on this come the next transfer window. And that was the window where we were looking to basically get in Caicedo, right?
He bossed it yesterday.
I'm thinking, if it is that we're able to do this, we're finishing this league on top. Because I can't see him coming in and us doing what we did at Liverpool, doing what it is that we did at Southampton, doing what it is that we did at West Ham. Do you understand? Because there's this new engine now, right in the centre. And yes, we could have done without Partey, we could have done without Jesus or Saliba, because that, for me, would have changed that dynamism and ferocity in that midfield area. And I've always thought that we've lacked that across the years. Always. But anyway, 100% we flopped it. And I will entertain anybody saying that we bottled it, because we did. We had it in our own hands and we were stupid. We were overconfident. 100%. They were reading all of the articles and the pundits saying this, that, and next. They sipped on their own juices and they got knocked out. It's their fault, it's our fault. Full stop. So that's why I said I'm laughing at United fans now saying, hey, not because they called it from the beginning and we just did what we were supposed to. We basically did this. But we deserve it. We deserve the...
You know what? We do deserve it, to be fair.
Cool.
We do deserve
but
it.
to tell me watching football for the majority of my years since I came to this country when I was 6, me playing football and knowing how football works and certain players in certain positions, and if it is we just got this in, if we got the Mudryk, do you understand how it would have changed completely? Arteta would have got him cooking, 100%. In that particular lineup, 100%. So I know Arteta is vexed. He's vexed with them boys. And certain boys he's even more vexed with. And he wouldn't pet. He'd be like, all right, don't worry. Come transfer window, I'm adjusting this particular thing so that it's not a thing that I can't control anymore. He wants complete control of every single aspect of it. And you can see that in him. He's a nasty character. He's a great orator. Great.
I don't think it's nasty enough, though.
No, I 100% believe he is. 100%. If it is that he's able to just say, Ozil, get out. Aubameyang, get out. I believe that he is. He's great at basically coming in front of the world and showing us that he's not nasty enough. 100% I believe he's nasty enough. I think he even taught Pep some nastiness.
Maybe.
That's just me anyway. But come transfer window, Margs, I've seen too much from Arteta. I've seen too much of the shame that he's feeling the shame. Because he wanted to basically oust his professor. He wanted to, but he couldn't because his players let him down based on stupidity. So next time around, I'm not even letting you guys have the option to do that. I'm not putting it in your particular arena. You're not going to basically control my happiness, because that's what they be doing. Them nonsense things that Ramsey basically giving the ball to that player. What for? Because you want to kiki. Sorry. Next time round, I am making the adjustments. Come transfer window, I am bolstering in such a way where I'll show you what it is I did, but this is 2.0. This is 2.0.
I hear you though, Brent, but remember, it's not just Arteta, innit? It's Edu, it's the board. Like, when it comes to Arsenal transfers, I'm not getting my hopes up until I see that player sign a contract.
Who did you see us going after?
That we didn't get?
Yes.
Felix? Mudryk, Caicedo. Those are the ones that were 30. Right?
And we're in conversations with Rice right now, right?
Yeah.
Right. I still don't rate that motherfucker. But
Yeah.
can you see what, and even the players that he was looking for right back,
Yeah.
the centre mid and whatnot,
Yeah.
when you see the DNA, the markup, the blueprint of these players, you can see what he's looking to do.
Yeah,
Do you understand?
no, I can see
he
what
wants no weaknesses in
I can
any
see-
aspect of that particular
I can see
thing,
what he-
plus on the bench.
I can see what he's looking to do, but will he get it over the line as well?
100%. If he's not able to get the first one, he's going to get one that will...
Yeah,
meet his
but
criteria.
why is it always second choice players?
Yusuf, we were looking to get Mudryk and we got Trossard. Trossad's been a flipping steal.
No,
We were looking to get the left back, centre back United player.
Yeah.
And we got this again a steal. We were looking to get Vlahovic and we got Jesus instead. No, I want Vlahovic this summer.
Yeah, you don't need a striker. You don't need a left back.
No, but you're saying, Arteta's going to get the players he wants, right?
100%.
That's what I'm saying, but the players he wants are his first choice players. For example, yes, Trossard's been a steal, but he would have preferred Mudryk, right?
With first choices, I believe that they have an option pool.
Yeah,
I don't
but-
think it's just that or nothing else.
Yeah, it's an option pool, but let's not be, egregious about it. There's an option pool, but your first choice is your preferred option of the
Yeah.
pool, right? So if you get your second choice, he might be good, but he's not who you wanted initially, right?
But what are we arguing here? Because this is life.
The point I'm making is, I feel like you're saying that next season Arteta is going to 100% get the players he wants. I'm saying he may not. For example,
No, maybe you got me wrong. He's going to get the players we need in order to basically be better than we were this year. That's what I'm saying.
okay,
Whoever that is. I
are
don't know
you
who that's
talking
gonna
about
be.
whoever that is?
I don't know who that's going to be.
I
I'm
thought
just
you.
seeing the temperament of...
I thought you were talking specifically to Rice, Caicedo, the players we've been linked with.
that's what
As
I'm
opposed to
saying.
just anyone
I'm saying,
Arteta believes
look at the
is
players
right.
that we are going for.
Yeah.
Look at the caliber and the quality of the players that we're going for,
Yeah.
and have that in your mind as to what he thinks that we're missing. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, cool. I hear you, but you could want a player, the player comes and doesn't really perform. So I'm not. I get what you're saying, but to me that's not the be all and end all. I feel like something about this club's ethos and mentality needs to change, bruv. I think the players need to be more cutthroat. They need to be more ruthless. They need to. I feel like Arsenal players are too nice. There's this nice culture about Arsenal which annoys me. We need to be nasty. We need to be nasty, bruv.
Do you feel as though them losing the season is a good thing then? Because maybe next year they can be that cutthroat.
Maybe not, because I feel like it's a young team, innit? This could damage their morale and confidence, or it could spur them on, right? It could do either or. And I fear a little bit that do they have the fight to gather themselves up again after this defeat?
Was your moment.
And
This
go for
ain't-
it again.
What was he done? Eighth, fifth, and then whatever. This ain't like you've up been building and plugging away and everything's leading towards this. You know what I'm trying to say? This came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
This was your opportunity. It's like a thief. Like you smash and grab. You got to take it now. You ain't never going to see this money ever again. You know, like you walk into the room, you see all that money on the table. I've got to take this now. I ain't never going to see this money ever again. It's that kind of situation.
No, but Arsenal
I know what you're talking about.
can take this experience, yeah, and we can build on it for sure. But what I'm saying is, there's still a percentage of me which fears this might have a negative effect. But I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping they take this experience, the players learn from it. He adds to the
negative
squad, and
effect to what end? Where do you see us finishing next season?
no negative effect as in not challenging for the title,
Forget about title.
but
'cause
still finishing top
what
four.
we're-
Yes,
What we are basically just ignoring is
Yeah.
Man City in this particular
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
Man City's always going to be Man City every single year unless it is that they basically get capped somehow.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
If they do the investigation and they say, all right, cool, you guys have been moving mad, something's happened, they're always going to be that preferred title winner. Always. And we keep forgetting that. When they're talking about this is the only chance for Arsenal, it's the only chance for any other team. Any other team. Just input that there. City's still going to be City. Do you understand? So where I have a problem with understanding is how can you see us playing like this and think we're now going to drop to fifth? Do you think we are going to have a lesser level of familiarity with how we play in the standings?
No,
Do
I
you
just
think that's going to drop?
just your
Because
level.
I can understand you saying, because look at Liverpool, they removed some of their big players and introduced some new ones, but they needed time to bed in. And they started cooking at the end of the season, right? So I can see them pushing on, 100%. But who are we removing to basically look to replace big time?
No, I was just gonna realize that you're just gonna realize that playing a centre back at right back is not it. You're gonna realize that Zinchenko's not who you think he is. You're gonna realize that you need some other options off the bench, wingers, and that you realize you've got a striker that's not a striker. You need another striker. You're gonna realize I'm not gonna play at this level. Like you're playing above and beyond, out of your skin. You are gonna go back to what you are supposed to be.
Did we want to start with Ben White at right back?
No.
So that is, by your own admission, that's not what is our preferred thing is, yes? Tamiyasu, was he injured for the entire season?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
So it's something that had to happen, right? And we wanted to basically facilitate Saliba coming back because we were seeing him cooking over there in France, 100%. And it worked, yes?
Yeah.
So don't say that whatever he did didn't work. It flipping worked, right? But the rumours during the first transfer window, no, second, you saw us looking at right backs. You saw us looking at right backs. So when you mention we are going to find out that you shouldn't be playing a centre back as a right back,
Yeah,
where's it coming from?
Yeah, that I didn't get because Ben White's been one of the best right backs in the league. Yeah, he has.
Yeah, but it's not like it's like it's a stopgap. It's not.
But that's what
He's been one of the best right backs in the league. He's not gonna be. He's not knocking on the door to play right back for England. Like he never will. So it's not.
That doesn't matter.
Doesn't
No,
matter.
I'm saying it's a place.
It means nothing.
It's a placeholder. He needs to be playing. He needs to get back into centre back and play his
yeah,
position.
but-
Maybe him and Saliba need to work on it. I don't know. But
You've seen Saliba and Gabriel wavy all season, and we're now going to disrupt that because of you.
yeah, we got a timing as well. 'Cause
Yeah, what you saying don't make no sense. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up. It making no sense.
There's other stuff that we need to talk about quickly. Because there was a big night of boxing. Did you not watch the boxing?
I didn't, you know.
No,
So some highlights.
you didn't watch the boxing.
Actually, are you talking about the girls or the boys?
All of it.
I actually saw 2 rounds of the girls.
Is it?
Yeah,
I was
it's
looking for
definitely
the
my
highlights,
thing
but I
though.
couldn't find anything.
What did you think of it?
It's just not my thing. Like I don't understand how anyone goes to that intentionally wanting to get a box in the face. Yo, it's just it's not my thing.
You got problems and they're arguing and thing.
The what?
I said they got problems and they're arguing and thing, so you just go and have it out, innit? Like,
I'm not for violence though. Anyway,
All right, cool. Well, Deji beat Swarms in a Swarms. Deji beat Swarms in a unanimous decision. Apparently, because he's been training and working out, you get me, done a body transformation. I didn't see the fight. At all, but apparently all that stuff that he was doing on the pads didn't translate.
No, but to be fair to Swamps, though, yeah, he was looking good, man. Like he's changed, lost all the excess weight. He had a lot of speed as well. He was missing with the counters, but like the speed and a couple of occasions where he did hit Deji, he kind of hurt Deji.
Okay.
Kind of stopped him and made Deji like have to think twice. So he didn't do that bad a job, but obviously Deji was always going to win it, man.
Okay.
Much more experience.
Big up Dej with the W. And then obviously KSI K.O beat Tennessee in a controversial unanimous decision.
Yeah, man.
I've seen people saying she got robbed.
Yep.
Did she get robbed?
yeah,
Yeah. I swear.
yeah. Told you I watched 2 rounds, 2 whole rounds.
But I'm hearing Paigey was rocking her though.
Nah, I feel like what I tuned into, I feel like Tennessee had her. Because Tennessee's face looked clean. Paige's face was
Yeah, Paige
hanging by a thread.
had the bleeding nose.
Is
She had
it?
a lot.
Yeah, nose bleeding, yeah.
She was
What's
rough.
her nose and thing? No
She
way.
was rough.
But she was a different type of mixed race girl. Though.
Which one?
That bruises easily.
Oh, Paige.
Yeah.
But they did well though. They did really well. Tennessee's such a beautiful girl. I was like, why are you doing this?
I don't know who these people are. Well, I know who Paige K.O is, but I've seen this.
Yeah, I think they had an
I've seen the
argument
Tennessee
online.
girl going around.
Because I think if Tennessee won, Tennessee was talking about how Paige has to deactivate her socials and like that. Obviously, Tennessee didn't. So, but yeah, it was good. It was a good fight. They did what they needed to do. Innit?
Big up the girls, man. Big up the girls. And shouts out Paige K.O with the win, man. Started for East London, East Side. Gang. And then finally, KSI won his fight by a knockout. But it looked like he used illegal means.
Yeah, man.
You get me? I don't know where this fight's ranked or whatever, or how I don't know what authorities are involved in it. But if someone should look at that and maybe change the decision,
Don't they have VAR in boxing?
you get what I'm saying? Yeah, VAR. I don't know. VAR's got to get involved in this one and look at that. I don't know if they got to run it back.
That was terrible.
That was brazy.
Yeah, crazy.
Like brazy. Like what? Nah, flying forearm got him out of there. You get what I'm saying? Madness.
Terrible.
So I'm not gonna diss you, but I'm not gonna big you up for your win either because yeah, that wasn't right. That needs to be looked at. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, for real, there's no VAR. The ref clearly missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, flying
That was
elbow. It was a good elbow though.
Yeah, it was,
It was a good elbow.
Connected well.
Got him the hell out of there, boy. So yeah, KSI done that one. And then is that fight been announced? The Cody versus Billum Smith?
Yeah.
On May the 25th, May the 27th.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So we'll have to keep an eye for that one. And then that's all we got. Did you watch Game 7?
NBA. I watched the first half and it was like, it was tight, like 55, something. Then when I went out, my cousin told me that Tatum just turned into the Incredible Hulk and
Tatum,
I think they got blown up.
Tatum just, I think he put up a 50 piece yesterday.
Yeah, 51.
Tatum just started corking.
Yeah.
Just started corking. And I was looking at him yesterday. I think he's top 6 in the league.
Yeah, I don't think that can be disputed.
I think he's top 6. I think he's cold. He just started going off. Yeah, MB talking about me and Harden can't do it by ourselves. We need other people to play good as well. Harden's done, man. He just wants to go Houston and buy wings in the strip club.
Magic City.
Yeah.
Little baby.
And buy Birkin bags for little baby and that.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's what he wants to do. Like, he don't care about nothing.
Yeah.
So that's good. Is it game 1 of Nuggets Lakers tonight?
I think so. Yeah, but interesting little tidbit. These 4 teams are the same 4 teams in the conference finals from the
bubble.
From the bubble. Yeah. So yeah, for those who don't know, Western Conference Finals, Nuggets versus Lakers, and Eastern Conference Finals, Miami Heat versus Boston Celtics. It's come down to the final 4 now.
It's going to be a Celtics Lakers final.
Looking interesting. I'm obviously my heart's with the Lakers. I think Lakers beat whoever they come across in the finals. It's whether or not they can beat Denver for me.
Yeah.
I see the Lakers beating Boston and Miami. But can they beat the Nuggets over 7 games? I was trying to find their results for this season, but I couldn't find it for some reason.
No, man, Boston are a good team, man, and I think Tatum's coming into his own. You see, like these playoffs, this is where people stand up and be counted and stars be made, yeah?
Yeah.
And I was looking at him yesterday and I'm thinking, he might take that step this year.
He didn't do it last season.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying this year now. I'm saying he might take that step this year. He's been getting better and better every year. He's been making improvements and whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? Like he's bringing them to the conference finals 2 years in a row now. Maybe it's 3 years in a row. I don't know. But I'm saying like this could be their defense and that is good enough to withstand any punches that Denver or Lakers can give them. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's whether they can turn up, whether they can go it or not. You get me? He's got a crew with him. He's got Smart, he's a dog. Brand's cold as well.
Yeah.
You get me? It could. I don't know.
The thing is, this might be me talking from the heart too much here, but I reckon if Lakers get to the finals, LeBron's doing everything he can to win that chip because he knows his days are numbered. So any opportunity you get to get a ring, you got to grab it with both hands. I think he's going to show up if he gets to the finals. I don't think LeBron lets Boston or Miami beat him. This is
Miami won't beat him. Miami won't beat Boston.
This might be LeBron's last chance at a ring. It's the same thing you're talking about with the Arsenal thing. You think that was Arsenal's smash and grab. I think in terms of LeBron's twilight years, this is his smash and grab. If you think about the season they had from the beginning, they started the season 10-2.
It's been terrible. It's been bad.
Yeah.
It's been terrible all
bad.
season. It's only literally just the trade deadline. It's literally just a trade deadline that changed everything.
Yeah, so it's like you're here now. You need to listen. I don't want to hear about nothing about your age, any ailments, anything. You need to channel 2015, whatever year it was, and just go out there and go crazy. Put your body on the line, even if it means whatever. Maybe you're out for the first part of the next season. Put your body on the line and win that ring. Because Tatum and them lot have time in it. You ain't got time. Time ain't on your hands. Because man, Tatum's got years to win rings. This is your last opportunity to win a ring. Do it now. Do it now.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that one. It's gonna Yusuf's gonna have to do that, boy, because that's them West Coast games. I can't catch it.
We live in the same country.
Huh?
We live in the same country.
Yeah, but
What makes you think I can catch it?
you can catch it, man. You'll do it, man.
Yeah,
3:30 starts and that. 3:30 tip-offs and that.
You think that's my story? It ain't my story. That's not my story, bro. I'll be catching the highlights of them
And I
games.
watch a 3:30 tip-off and I gotta be up at 6. That's crazy. It's just not possible.
I'll be catching the highlights of all games, man. Unless there's games on the weekends.
All right, cool. Well, that being said, let's get into Out Ere. I was just laughing at it actually, because basically a Starbucks employee has been fired, yeah. A transgender Starbucks employee has been fired, yeah, for causing beef in the shop. But I saw the video going around from before, and I saw the kind of like response that it got from people, the kind of like outrage and thing, yeah. And it just made me laugh. You know what I'm trying to say? But it's mad because I watched the video in silent, like without no noise, and you still get the gist of what's going on. You get what I'm trying to say? So basically, I was just witnessed like some real life entitlement. You get me? Like, and this person, yeah, was going crazy. Apparently, they got misgendered. Yeah, so they work for Starbucks. Yeah, and then there's a woman that's gone in there, and I think misgendered the person. Yeah. So then they've gone crazy, innit? So then they're saying like come out my shop, basically. Yeah. You get me? Like, you're an idiot. Come out my shop. You're transphobic.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out my shop.
Yeah.
You get me?
Is the person the shop owner or just someone who works there?
She just works there.
That's the worker.
Just a worker.
Just a worker.
I like how you said she just works.
Oh yeah, yeah. She's a trans woman, innit? There you go. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's her pronouns, isn't it? There you go. So she's like, yeah. Get the fuck out my shop. But you need to see the hand movements in the face.
No, I see it on the screen.
Is it playing?
He played it before.
Hey, she's going, get out. But yeah, I was laughing, yeah, because it's like, you know what, yeah, obviously, like, I understand, like, you're upset, you're whatever, yeah, but I'm saying in all of this stuff, like, messages and stuff just get lost. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, you're saying, like, this person's transphobe, but you're doing all this stuff, yeah? You're shouting in her face, yeah, calling her Karen. I'm guessing her name's not Karen. Like, do you get what I mean? You know what that is, and that speaks to, like, the, that comes from, like, America, and that, innit? Like, the middle-aged white women doing their things, we're calling them Karens, innit? A lot of people, I'm not sure, I can't remember what community it is, yeah, but is it the feminists maybe? I'm not sure, but there's people that really don't like the term Karen. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they say it's a misogynistic term. Do you know what I'm trying to say? They say it's a misogynistic term. So it's like, you don't care about, I don't understand. So, like I said, it's just entitlement. Like, you're saying someone's being transphobic and stuff like that, but you're openly being misogynistic. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you're openly being misogynistic. It's like, it's one rule for you, another rule for everybody else. This kind of entitlement is crazy. And then Donnie saw that someone was filming them, yeah, and just ran over and just boxed the phone at them.
I don't know if it is calling people Karens misogynistic.
That's what they think it is. That's what they're saying.
Who's
though.
they?
Feminists.
Is that official, right? They actually making this claim.
I don't know if that's true.
Misogynistic.
I don't know if that's true. I
an
think
article.
it's normally given to like a woman who's
Job's worth.
obtuse, racist, bigot.
Karen is a derisive insult imported from the US, taking aim at white middle-aged women. Feminists have criticized it as a misogynistic term.
It's not misogynistic. It would be the white feminists that said it that, but it's not.
I'm not saying this is what it is. I'm telling you how they see it.
No, I'm not saying you said. I'm saying the white feminists are chatting shit because the whole thing about Karen comes from racism. When they see someone on a black land and they feel like you're too black to live there, then they start calling the police and be like, "Oh, he's standing outside." This time it could be your property. That's where Karen came from.
Yeah, but that's how they feel, though.
Yeah,
But no one really listens to white feminists though.
Everybody's weaponizing their tails in this thing. So what? So I don't understand. So someone should care about the about the feelings of the trans person, but not care about the feelings of the middle-aged white woman.
Yes.
No, let's just get back to your focus.
Yeah.
What was your focus?
Yeah, I think so too.
Who was getting to my
100%.
head?
Huh?
If she's being racist or being whatever, and she's being
Yeah.
called Karen and she wants to cry
They
about
cry
it.
all the time.
But you're being racist though. So
She wasn't being racist.
No, I'm talking about in the Karen example. As in, if someone is being racist and I'm calling you a Karen, and you say, "Oh, you're being misogynist," but you're being racist. So where do you go from here?
Yeah, that's if someone's being
Give and
racist.
take.
But what if someone's just being called Karen for no reason?
Then that's different. Then you're calling me Karen for no reason. That's different. Then
And this is what we're talking about in this
I don't know
scenario here.
if it's ever no reason.
yeah, but
Huh?
what's the claim here?
What do you mean?
She's telling her to get out the shop. Why?
Because I think she misgendered him.
Her.
Yeah, said it's a man.
When she's ordering a cup of tea.
I don't know.
Why she's focused on the coffee?
Wait there, can I play this one second? Let me see if I got sound in there. Let me see if I can see what happens. Because at the end of the
You
day,
want to hear the bass?
oh, is he going
Is she what?
brazy? Oh, why is I hate ads, man? What is I hate ads right there? Let me stop this until it plays. Sorry, people, 1 second, because I really need to hear.
I want to know what happened. What she walked in and said to her, "You're not a woman."
I don't know.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like what? I'm trying to think. What's the justification for calling her a Karen in that moment? Like, what did she do?
Probably taking all the order. Went, hurry up, man. Or something. I don't know. Let's see if we can catch any of this in the
So the sound this whole time.
Apparently, we said something transphobic.
But there's a part cut out though, man.
But the very beginning part.
What she actually said.
I think she just might have just said,
Yeah, because
Something
she said that you called me a man.
Oh, that was it.
So that's the part we missed.
That's the thing though. That other woman, that other lady called that guy, the security guard, a black guy.
Yeah,
But what was the vim in which she called him a black guy?
yeah.
So
So you think they was within their rights to act like this, to be hella aggressive and
Heteroaggressive? What's that?
hella aggressive?
What?
That was a hetero aggressive.
No, because they're being hella aggressive, and essentially, regardless of what they want to identify as or however they want to claim or whatever, yeah, that's like a man doing that to a woman. So they've got another.
it's a woman doing to a woman, isn't it?
Pardon?
It's a woman doing to a woman.
Precisely.
Well, it's a trans woman doing it to a woman,
Yeah. It's
and the
woman
trans
doing to
woman is a biological man in it. So that's what I'm saying. Again, all this stuff, I'm just trying to protect you, women. If you don't care, then it's fine. It's cool. But it's easy. I'm easy. I'm cool. I don't even know who's done it for that then. Yeah, maybe Karen's done it. Yeah, just to say safe.
Just to say safe.
Stay safe. Karen, you done it. There you go. Let's get into our actual.
All right, like the video, thank you very much. Subscribe to the channel. If you have dilemmas to send, you can also send those through. The number is 07564841073. And also follow us on our social media platforms, The Day After TNB. And yeah, if you want to inquire about the show, feature on the show, the email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace.